Everyone's here, so we're all good to go.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
hi guys. Tonight is
Hello.
episode 11 of Adventures with Gorgor and Friends. And I will keep calling it that until we find a team name eventually, which we will.
Never.
Michael, we will.
I thought the team name was Gorgor and Friends.
The thing is, if you keep saying no, you'll just be discluded from the decision. So, tonight is episode 11, and we have lovely mod Ash, as always, running it for us. The chaotic mess that is this amazing campaign of literally everything and anything. Obviously, not everyone, but I know a good chunk of the people playing are going to be in the chat, so you can talk to them, you can berate them, you can cheer them, you can ask questions, you can flirt with them. I don't give a shit. I'm going to take it over to Ashley because I'm in Gorgo Brain, and it's bad.
Alright, so where we last left our players, half of the characters had gone through a large, ominous portal, and they, after a few minutes had passed, they have not returned, and they have not managed to communicate back to the other side of the portal. Whether that is intentional or not is unknown to the players on this side of the portal, however. So we're going to start with figuring out what they're doing before we go anywhere else.
Okay.
I believe that Mr. Cleric, sir, wanted to investigate the portal further.
Yeah, just obviously with my absence last time, where is this portal based?
It's right there.
It's in front of you.
Yeah, no, I mean, how do you get to come into to this portal in the first place?
The party was looking for larger and larger amounts of corruption, and to just try and follow it through the forest. And they came to a large wizards-esque study that was being ravaged and destroyed by a massive manticore-esque creature.
Yeah.
And after they very aggressively interacted with it, it ceased to really exist. Gabriel began making some neat armor out of it. Armor being a loose catch-all term. Decorations, items, etc.
Yeah, I need a new cloak. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And it is effectively a cloak of protection, and it may, unknown, potentially help you intimidate people. To be seen in actual practice. As it's hard to know if people are going to be afraid of you wearing just an actual manticore mane or anything. But you think it might.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
And yeah, so the party looted the room, and eventually Lovey, while mulling over what to do with the portal with Flynn, Lovey decided to go through, and Gorgor most instantly came with, as did Paladin Dave.
Hey. Paladin Dave wants to explore the hells.
Paladin Dave is the hell. He's the cause of how they got created.
Interesting lore backstory to find out.
It would be if that was true.
You don't know. He's got big horns. Demons have big horns. Maybe they're related.
Oh.
That's true.
That the thing is the horns is what you do with it. Doesn't matter because demons don't live in the hells. Let's just move on.
Okay, I'm going to want to investigate this portal. Is it wild or is it like a stable portal?
It's fairly stable in that it seems like a safe assumption that it's been around for a while. It's not currently crackling and exploding. It's very portal-esque. It's rippling with arcane energy, but it's not. It doesn't look on the verge of collapse. It doesn't seem unstable at a glance. If you were very concerned, you could investigate further and potentially roll checks against it, but at a glance, it seems okay.
If I go close to it, no, not entering it, could I distinguish perhaps where the location is? Or where it might end up?
That could be difficult. Not impossible, but as it is just crackling arcane energy, it's going to be very hard to specifically pin down.
Yeah. I definitely probably know what type of magic it is anyway. I would have thought. Okay, I'll have a look around like the edge of the portal. Is there any writing or glyphs?
It is very ornately decorated, and there's no like coherent sentence of this gate goes here, but there's just a lot of arcane runes and such. If you wanted to try and decipher like, is this maybe a sequence for a specific place or anything like that, that would absolutely be a check you're allowed to make.
Yeah, I'm going to cast guidance on myself as well for assistance. So, what are we going for? Investigation or Arcana?
Probably Arcana. Other ones might work, but might be harder.
Yeah. And the D4, so it's an 18.
With an 18, you don't know specifically, but between some of the notes among the piles and piles of books and the outward corruption surrounding this place, as originally you did arrive here with Gorgor trying to follow the trail of corruption. And recalling at least the corruption of Iblis Sepulchre, where you were before, it's safe to assume it is somewhere of potentially a similar nature. Might not be the same place, might be a different place, but it's at least probably somewhere that is seeping out corrupting, withering, necrotic-esque forces.
Oh, that sounds good.
Back in a sec.
Okay.
Yep.
I just look at those two like, we should have stopped them. Who knows what bloody trouble they've got themselves into.
They made a choice. Nothing we can do about it. Before we could even say anything that was going through.
And of course, bloody Paladin Dave decides to jump right into the barrel. Whatever this is.
Well, I was lucky that you was otherwise distracted when they jumped through.
Probably a good thing.
Yeah. But Gorgor, he's got the brains of a piece of dog turd. So he just goes with everything.
Ash?
Yep.
Can Gorgor reach through the portal and punch Gabriel, please?
That is going to be a very high roll.
I think I can do it.
I want you to go on. Don't try.
Show me that D20.
Oh, here comes.
It will be 3/4 cover, I think.
It's not a bad,
You know
it's not
what?
a bad roll.
No, it isn't. But I was hoping just for giggles' sake, it was it needed the nat 20 to be funny.
It did. It did.
But I'm very proud of the 18.
18's solid, but it's not.
It's a good try.
Yeah.
Gorgor gets a scratching at the back of his brain, and his arm does shoot out in a vague direction. Though he can't quite pin down why, and he just kind of looks at it like his arm is possessed or something before going back to Gorgor things.
Yeah, it can be weird like that, but I'm not here now, so I'll shush.
Okay, for the time being, I'm just going to have a rummage around all the desks and that, see if I can find anything which might relate this portal to link something.
Flynn and Gorgor did have a pretty heavy comb over of the books already, which means they are at the very least organized, and Flynn might have better info for you once he's no longer distracted.
Yeah, just so you know, because obviously, for you, that central table. Gorgor basically put the books in every single book or piece of parchment into 2 piles. One pile was foobar, the other pile was intact. But Gorgor's definition of intact probably skewed a little bit, and there are probably some that probably should move over. Or there's even probably some in the bad pile that probably should be in the other one, and so on and so on.
Yeah, like potential pages that were just in a language Gorgor didn't understand, and he was like, "Well, I'm a wizard. If I can't read this, it's gibberish." So there's like fully intact, scrap of parchment here, or there's a book that has a good shell, so it's over here, despite the insides being burnt.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay,
I'll really shit for it.
Yeah, what I'll do is until Flynn is available, I will just hold off going to the pool for the time being.
I'm back.
Just while I go.
No
Fair enough.
Adam's just Dan is just poring over the books that Gogo and you put together.
I'd say I'm still reading those.
And Gorgor tried to smack me through the portal but failed.
It was an 18. He almost had it.
Yeah, almost.
But yeah, so Mr. Cleric, sir, would like to consult with Flynn on pinning down more specific information about the nature of the portal.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
I do remember you guys had not successfully found any names or specific info, but you guys had found some general, like, loose timeline almost, it seemed, of some of the journals, where it's like, random general investigations into magic, and then very specific pointed investigations into magic. But that was about as far as you guys had gotten with that.
Yeah. So, spending more time to review the books and see if we can find anything.
With a fresh set of eyes, maybe specifically Cleric rolling at advantage for investigating through it, as you've already had your luck, but your organization has helped.
Yep.
That's all I do. Where is it? Oh, God.
As thorough as you're trying to be going through those books, Gorgor's assistance might have done more harm than good, it seems.
No, that's impossible. Those books are cursed. Gorgor did only good.
But yeah, you've got a rough timeline of just, like, order of the books being written, roughly, but there's no specific, like, smoking gun to be found at your glances.
Right. Is there anything that specifically catches my attention? Any book that perhaps maybe stand out?
Not in particular. There's just... Go ahead.
I was going to say, the one that Gogo had.
That too, but...
I take it Google still got it.
Well, yeah, I shot a green beam of energy out of a book.
Gogo, the only non-magic caster, strictly cast a spell.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, you heard it.
You miss out. Like, we have good sessions.
The only non-magic user found the magic user only book, and thanks to some actual luck, managed to use it and has now kept it. It can cast.
So those things where he got in on a technicality and.
Yep. But that's all a muscle wizard needs: technicalities.
Magic makes you a spellcaster.
Yeah, but basically, this book, everyone saw, like, Gogo was fiddling with it, and it shot this green beam of energy that shot and hit the stone door at the top of the room. It looked pretty potent, and I think you said it was similar to what the Dryad used.
Yep.
So it was destructive
that is correct.
in nature. What it exactly is, I doubt people would know instantly.
No, because whatever the Dryad shot didn't hit anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just kept going wide.
So, Gogo now has Green Bean Book, is what it's been called.
Green Bean Book?
Yep, Green Bean Book.
But yeah, there's no individual books that, like I said, there's no smoking gun to be had.
Yeah.
You could maybe get clues combing individual ones if you had a direction of investigation you wanted to follow, but otherwise...
Let's try that. Yeah. Is there any like specific books regards to teleportation itself?
There are a lot of books. It is going to take you a very long time if you want to check if every single book fills that criteria.
I'm more than happy to help you with that if you want.
God.
The more the merrier.
Because I've finished skinning the manticore fully now, and I think the cloak looks really nice.
Right then, let's get studying.
Yeah.
Alright, is the party agreeing to just spend an appropriate amount of time to find whatever they can about portals, teleportations, etc. in this library?
I concur.
Yes.
Document our way through, make sure we've got everything, and just go through,
Yeah.
Okay, I would like an individual... Any knowledge check of your choosing that you think might be relevant. So Arcana, History, Religion, anything in that vein of your choice.
I'm looking for the one thing I got the best one in. It's all pants. So I'm going to go for religion because I've got a +1 in that.
You take the religion.
I'll take a crit.
Okay.
Nice.
That's how you do it, by the way, Dave.
Cleric deal with the Arcana,
Yeah, I'll do.
and I'll take the historical knowledge.
Oh, God.
These rolls.
Dave, what is going on with your rolls?
I don't know.
Someone take his dice away from him.
On a positive,
No.
you're going up at least.
It's
Slightly.
Yeah,
It's not a case of taking the dice away from him, it's give him fucking better ones.
Yeah, they're a bit lost about Paladin Dave at the moment.
Yeah.
It's
I don't think
fine.
that's a loss. I think that's a positive. No.
It's a.
While that is an absolutely an amazing roll that we will come back to, given the time this is going to take, we are going to pop over to the other half at this point.
No problem.
I just wanted to cover the immediate, like if you guys were saying, hey, we're just leaving outright, that was the thing that, needed to be known as soon as possible, or if you guys were going through. But at this point, we're going to move everyone, so again, everyone can at least be on the same page
Yeah.
from a narrative perspective.
Oh, then I'm on top of Gorgo. Let's just move. There we go.
I mean,
Well,
let's be honest, I'd be on top of you.
Oh.
I don't know. It's.
Oh.
Will they
Okay.
both be
I'm
the
on
same
top
build?
book.
I have no idea, but Ash, you didn't say that the fourth was made of obsidian.
Oh, actually, as well, I'm gonna send it you, Ashley, but to show on stream if you want. But I did get not colours, but just a black and white sketch of Gorgo so far.
Nice.
I'll send it you so you can throw it on screen. Because obviously the picture I'm using right now isn't mine or anything. It was just one that was close enough. The only thing I've done is I've had I've asked for the face to be changed to more of a happy than a fierce.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm happy with it. And I think once it gets its block colour and then it's obviously shading and stuff, it'll be really, really good. Then.
So where's this picture?
I've just sent it Ashley, and then I'd imagine she's going to throw it up on the screen.
Okay.
So she's got to download it and then throw it up.
Yep.
It's not perfect, because obviously it's still black and white, and it's the sketch. It's not like the proper line work, but you can see it. It looks good. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, it's started. You can see what it's going to be.
And obviously this was done by Nanaki as well, so.
Who is actually going to be having some fun stuff going on later today.
Mm-hmm.
He does look like a simpleton. So yeah.
But all I've asked for is just the face to be more happy and goofy.
Yeah.
It is very cute. I like it.
That is Gorgo, everyone.
A simpleton. I agree.
Expecting me to like slightly bigger build.
No, he's a
in
simpleton.
his description, it is built like a brick shithouse. That was
Yeah,
literally the description.
Like a proper muscle.
Yeah, but it's hidden by his fancy robes that are.
He's also very lean rather than. Yeah. Because that is a powerful build. Do not underestimate how powerful that build is. He's just not anime bulky Super Saiyan build.
Yeah.
It's like farmer muscles versus bodybuilder muscles.
Yeah, well, it's like the people who win World's Strongest Man don't look like the people you see on the bodybuilder pageants, can they?
Yeah.
But now let's go into the mode, because I'll point to Lovey, the purple crystal that's over there, and go, shall we go and see what that is? Because that looks pretty interesting. It might be something useful. The house is a fact, so there's no point looking in those.
Yeah, so...
Sorry. No, I was just going to say, quick question. We don't have, like, our level 3 spells, do we? The people that leveled up this side.
Not yet.
Level 3? I thought
We
we
must conclude in a eyes shut, brain no time before that we can have our spells.
Wait, what level are we?
You get 3rd level spells at 5th level, Liam.
Oh, no, if we meant level 3, we get
Paladin
level 3. No,
just general more of...
Yeah? No, if we meant to level up to level 3, that's why I got really confused for a second. Like, you're a bit behind us, I think.
No, paladins get it at level 5, they get level 2. They're a little bit slow.
I just was more explaining Liam's confusion from you saying a 3rd level.
It was level 3 spell that confused me. Like, wait, what?
Oh, what's up to Google, who seems to be looking for a good place to cross?
I'm looking for, because there's no... Oh wait, no, there's a bridge down the bottom. I can see it.
Yeah.
I was gonna run and jump otherwise.
Yeah.
So
while we're doing that, can I do a thing? Can I do a detect? Define sense.
Okay, so we're going to start off with first, you guys, as you cross through the portal, you do not immediately see a glowing, crackling portal way back. You do see the vague shell of what might have been a portal back, and there might be things you can do with that. But as Gorgor is taking the lead of driving the party forward,
Well, these
and
houses have lights in.
Paladin Dave, I will just give you the very loose, you're casting Divine Sense in a place that is literally everywhere as far as the,
Let him do it and let him get blinded.
Yep. I'm not discouraging him, I'm just giving him the fact that it is going to be very hard to... It's going to be a lot of noise. Because while to some extent you would get, Celestials, Fiends, etc. in the area, the presence of desecrated lands, unholiness, etc.
Okay.
The Nether was not an inapt description.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as Fiends, because it is blocked by specific thicknesses and stuff, I believe. Yeah, not behind total cover.
Damn, you so thick, my divine sense can't see you.
Well, there are just you guys are moving through like a half-destroyed village, effectively, and so it's if you don't see them, you don't divine sense them. Not to diminish the ability any, it's more just if there are any, they're inside of the buildings or too far away for you to tell or something.
Just to see anything moving close nearby.
You absolutely may.
Yeah. Just in case there's like a little imp dancing nearby or something, Let's do a little perception. That's 17.
That is a very nice roll. Let me... And then similar... Sorry, just playing a little catch-up because you guys did do a lot of different things at once. I will say that the atmosphere here is oppressive. It is... when you're at a hot humidity and just breathing the air is kind of unpleasant and uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You are basically in 90% humidity, 30C type territory.
That's not good.
It's warm.
You're not yet having to roll any checks against it, but prolonged exposure might get very uncomfortable very quickly. Especially given just your histories, you're at least a little more well adapted to the heat, on the open oceans or in deserts or such. But it's very steep, craggy, hot, unpleasant. And yeah, boulders, lava everywhere. And design-wise, these don't look too unfamiliar as far as buildings are concerned. The half-ruined village does not look overly exotic, is the best way I can attempt to phrase it. If you went to the plane of the Celestials, you might expect very different buildings, or if you went to it looks more like these have been bled through from your end than they were built here, or they were built here by people from your end. They don't look differently built. Struggling with words on that one, but yeah.
Well, they
don't look
unique.
To here, they don't look like they were.
Yeah, they don't look native to this terrain.
How big are they? Are they
you're not seeing any trees they would have used to build it or anything like that.
So it is mainly wood and stone.
Yeah. But how big are the houses though? So are they me size or 3 me sizes?
This map is not perfectly representative, as it was more just a placeholder that I was keeping in my pocket just in case.
Yeah.
So the scaling is not entirely perfect. This bridge is not only 5 feet across, those are fairly large boulders kind of thing.
Yeah.
The buildings are... I definitely think akin to a small village would be the aptest, sizing and shaping. Gorgor's not tall enough to be trampling these buildings underfoot.
Well, that's good. Lovely. Shall we see if anybody's home and see where we are?
And then, as far as the actual movement itself, Lovey, let me...
Kaiju Gorgor.
Kaiju Gorgor. You don't see any individual bursts of movement. You don't see or hear anything skittering past you or behind you that is large enough to register on your senses. But that might just be between how loud the lava is and the fires are roaring, and there's a lot of clutter and noise cluttering up your senses.
Okay. Did I just hear whatever that was? Something said Gorgor's name that wasn't Gorgor, myself, or Dave. No, I kid.
Alright, then the gig is up. Go ahead and show your character.
It's one of the houses, I told you.
But lovely, so shall we, it looks like there's people inside the building, so shall we just knock and just say where are we?
Yeah, no, totally. It's a great idea, Gorgor.
Well, I'm gonna go to this door and I'm gonna knock it.
I'll come with him.
All right.
Okay, get off me, thank you.
Oh. Bloody hell.
Okay.
Seems like somebody's messaging Ash. You know when the DM goes a bit quiet? Yeah.
Look, whatever you want to make, you're free to make.
Hello?
No, it's true. It's a campaign we've had recently where
is
people...
anybody in there?
Hello? Huey?
You require assistance.
Do you require assistance?
No, I partially just also had background noise on my end.
I don't think there's anybody home, so we'll try this next building. I'll go to this one.
They should be able to hear us at this point.
Yeah, but what if they're having a poo?
They can still shout it out to us.
Yeah, it's true, but oh well. They might not be home. They might be off going, getting food or something.
I just think there's quite a lot of buildings here, that there'd be at least somebody in the village that would have noticed us wandering around.
Where would they get their water from?
I don't know.
There's no water around.
Well, oh.
How would they have a wash? It is problematic.
They might be having dust baths. That's like a thing. No, it's true. It's like, cultures in the world use dust and sand. It's like, when creatures, so they're like these little, like ferrets and weasels tend to have dust baths because it's the easiest way to clean themselves. Because, it gets waterlogged. And she will go on, like, for a couple of minutes.
Ash?
Yeah?
Is there any dust around? Like any dusty areas?
Like, okay, for context, types of dust, you're not looking for, like, I mean, I guess either way it would be. But yeah, like, there's dirt and, just finely powdered rocks nearby, which...
Oh, okay, that could pass for the cleaning dust, I'd say. It checks out.
I could always hear your head being in your hands then for a second. What?
As Gorgor continues to knock around, he does eventually get an answer.
Mm-hmm.
From, of all things, another Minotaur. This one looking fairly old, fairly, ragged. Well-worn, maybe. Not haggard, though. Just a bit on the older side.
Hello. Can you help me a moment, please?
What are you... Why have you... How did you come here?
Well, we came through a portal, but the portal is closed on the other side, and we came from the building over there, and I'll gesture to like the ruined building. But the thing I wanted to know is where are we? Seems a little warm. Are we south?
You came here willingly, not knowing where you were going.
Well, I was following Lovey, and gestures to Lovey.
I was doing it to spite somebody. And she'll just give a little... He was being a bit of a dick, so I decided to go through the portal to prove him wrong. And I was actually right.
But it seems pretty... Oh, I was going to say it seems pretty cool here, but it's actually very hot.
So you've similarly come to... You've intentionally come to prison without knowing where you've gone.
This doesn't look like a prison.
No, I think he did. Did you just go to say hell, mister?
One of them.
Oh. Well, how do we get back home? If we need to, because it is getting very, very warm.
Oh my god! Okay. Mm-hmm.
You're more than welcome to go ahead and ask the jailers if you would like out. I'm sure that will be very entertaining for them.
Where are these jailers? We're not meant to be here.
They pause for a minute and give a small shrug. Typically people just get thrown in here and that's that.
Is this prison?
They wander around.
Sorry. If this is prison, what did you do wrong? How did you get in here?
We're the ones who... And he kind of looks over to Paladin Dave, and then back at himself. We're big fans of the Horned One. And they thought it would be very ironic, rather than... Well, they just thought it would be entertaining for them, I guess. He likes mazes that you can't escape, so they locked up his followers who unleashed them in a maze that they cannot escape.
Oh.
Oh, I get it.
Oh. Coco, are you laughing?
Well, I got the joke. It was funny.
I mean, not for them, obviously, because they're trapped in a Hell Dimension prison.
Well, he could come with us.
Would you like to come with us, mister? We'll help you get out.
We know a lot of cool places. I'm gonna get a crown soon from a prince. We helped them save by killing the king that had got possessed by a devil.
Yeah, I think Gorgon's marrying him or something, because that's the only way that I think it can happen. Like, you know, that's the only way you can actually get a crown is through birth or marriage, right?
Well, he told me he was gonna get it made for me and give it me.
That sounds like
yeah.
But isn't a marriage where you get like a bracelet, not a hat?
Different cultures use different symbols, but it means the same
but
thing.
But either way, Mr. Dave, are you a Dave as well? Do you want to come with us?
Not all Minotaurs are Dave. Jesus, Gorgo.
But he told me that they are, and he appointed Dave.
I never said that.
You did.
No, I'm telling Dave.
Gorgo. Was it? I'm just looking at it like completely.
but no. So we are going. I would like to go home because it is like my balls are pretty hot and it is not nice. So if you want to come with us, because I'd imagine your balls are pretty hot too.
I don't think I'm fool enough to risk that.
Wait, where do we have to go to get out?
Well, he said we got to speak to the jailer.
I think if you make enough noise, they might just find you, unless you get lucky on finding them yourself.
Okay. What do the jailers look like?
Typically, they just fly around overhead unless they decide to come torment us.
Are they really pretty? Just asking, for no particular reason.
Typically most of them are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do they have, like, brown wings?
Yeah, okay, so you do know where you are.
Yeah. Fucking hell!
Yes,
Gladys! Gladys! You know? Two pretty angels, and the king was like, oh yeah, they were angels. Pretty women with feathered wings. Gladys!
Well, yeah, because she's the daughter of Amadeus.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I'm gonna rub this in Finn's face so much. I was so right.
I love your reaction.
But first we've got to like make a lot of noise and then get the jailers to come find us and then take us home.
I'm pretty sure saying either of those names correctly would probably get their attention very damn quick.
Yeah. So,
I mean, if anything, saying them purposefully incorrectly would probably get their attention quicker. Because it's that, you dare disrespect my name, dick.
well, what namey things have you got? I mean, I could do some loud stuff, but I'm guessing this might be right up Paladin Dave's alley.
Well, if we're in hell and like it's full of devil people, then why don't you start talking about your god? Maybe it'll like make them like all gurgly.
Oh, gurgly.
Yeah. Well, they don't like. Well, it's like the god people don't like talking about the devils, and the devils don't like talking about the god people. So if you start doing it, they might come and be like, what the fuck you doing? And then we can explain, look, we came through a portal, we're not meant to be here, can you take us home please? And then they'll go, sure, where would you like to go? And then we'll say, we'd like to go back to where we came please, through the portal, but like the one like over there. And then they go, cool, come with us on our cool vehicle and we'll take you. And then we go.
Okay. Sound. It's a really good idea. So I will go.
I didn't realise how long that was going to go for. I just kept going.
I absolutely loved it. I've been sitting here like nodding along. Like I was actually listening.
I'm just more concerned what this Minotaur looking at us is thinking.
He's thinking you're a bit crazy, but considering where you are, he's half convinced you guys might just be figments of his imagination or more forms of torture, so...
Yeah. I mean, we kind of are torture. So yeah, I will go outside and loudly say, "Oi!"
But I will turn to the man and I will go, "Thank you for helping us, though. We are going to go home now."
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck. I hope you enjoy your new forms.
New forms? Calm down. Am I still half orc?
Currently, yes. And he looks at you, kind of, oh, you don't... What do you think happens if you get in trouble here?
What? Okay, cut through the bullshit. What the fuck? What's going on? What are you trying to tell us? Just get through all this. Oh, tell us. And she'll get really close to him, kind of intimidatingly.
If you spend too much time here and you get yourself killed, you're just gonna come right back as a Lemur demon, or a devil, rather. Blobby thing, kind of horrific, kind of disgusting, kind of weak, tortured forever.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. And I'll look down at my cat. Did you tell me any of this stuff? Really? I've all meant to be mates. Portal to hell. Well, this is where I'm from, blah, blah, blah. And I'll go back outside again. Talking to my little evil cat. Go on, Dave, you come in?
Sorry.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, no, thank you. We are going to go home now because, like I said, we came through the portal over there. We could probably... It looks like if we give it, a kick, it might turn back on. But, I don't know. I don't know too much about those portals. I know some portals, but not all of them. And he'll pat the book, the old one. That's how I got this thing. And he will just turn and walk away before he responds.
The Minotaur is left just kind of mumbling in confusion under his breath, trying to decide if that was heat stroke, or an actual stroke, or devils in disguise to torture him.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
And a lot of column C.
Yeah.
So...
You've got to make a lot of noise.
Yeah, I will start screaming about how awesome Hecate is, and how she's the maiden, the mother, and the matron, and how she brings life and magic into everything. And I will just go on a massive, if I'm allowed to, really loudly, calling Gladys out and calling all the jailers bird brains. I'm just going to get them irritated.
Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, I can. It won't be a very good one,
Gorgo's
but I
just
can
going to
roll
make
it.
noise. Just nothing specific, just noise.
That's a 15. That's not too bad.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for making noise as well, which I guess would be religion and or intimidation? Both? Or performance, yeah, performance would make sense.
Performance, sure. There.
Ooh!
Yeah, because I'm not trying to intimidate, I am literally just making noise.
Yeah. Well, it was more just I was trying to process, your actions, because, she's shouting about the, calling them out. It's you're not really aggressively intimidating them, but you're trying to, anger them still. Performance makes sense, though.
Oh, no, Gorgo's literally just shouting, various oys and stuff. Yeah. That's it.
It's when the Paladin Dave is the most sanest member of this threesome. He's just standing there, being quiet, not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Did you guys split up a little to do this, or did you all kind of group together to try and shout louder together?
I would rather stay in a group in the hell, to be honest.
I would say we're probably not far from each other, but we're hardly hugging each other.
Well, yeah, okay. Okay, just, vaguely near Lovey, unclear if natural or unnatural, as she's going on this rant, a gigantic cylinder of fire just shoots up through the rocks, and she just barely steps away from it in time.
Just come out rather than, trying to do whatever the hell that was. I mean, I can do something similar if you like. I can make flowers appear everywhere. Would you like that in hell? A nice little hell garden? What can I turn into?
I like that that's where you go with it. Yeah. What can I turn into?
Another thing I will do to try and make noise is I'm going to find some of the golf ball-y sized rocks, and I'm just going to start throwing them at things. Like if I see things flying by, I'll be like, "Oi!" Throw it.
Oh, I know what I can do. Go. Let me talk you through what I'm thinking. You too, Paladin Dave. If I construct a moonbeam coming through, that's a pretty big, oi, look over here, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah? Okay, moonbeam! I put my hands out, and then this massive cylinder of shining, glowing moonlight will just appear.
Interesting, considering there is no moon currently. But, despite that...
As long as I think it's as long as I'm outside.
No, I more just... yes, moonbeam. I'm not saying it doesn't work, I'm saying it's comedic.
It's it's literally exactly where that, that pillar of fire appeared, so it's basically, I can do something similar. Boom. See, this is what my god can do. Would you like to Hecate?
As you force the moonbeam down the throat of where that fire came from, there is a small detonation.
Oof.
Could everyone who identifies as near Lovey roll me another dexterity saving throw?
Do I get advantage because I see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? No, you've been open for ages. Why are you loading? You don't need to load. I've opened you. Thank you. This is gonna be bad.
Say me.
0.
Oh, God, Liam, that is...
Ouch.
Lovey and Paladin Dave both take 5 force damage from just the explosion knocking them off their feet a little bit.
Okay, it could have been worse.
I will, because obviously I can move the moonbeam. Can I just make it dances around in a circle and a figure 8 and goes all over the place, just to be as obnoxious as possible? Oi. I don't know. 5 points is that, sorry.
Yep. While you are playing with this thing, a familiar figure does eventually make her appearance in a more human-sized size at the moment.
Is it Gladys?
Yeah, it's Gladys from Portal 2.
Oh, hi, Gladys!
As entertaining as this game is...
Let the testing commence.
As entertaining as you are, as ever, I heard that you guys wanted my attention.
Yes, and you do
are you a jailer here?
I think she's the jailer. What do they call, the main jailer? The head jailer? The governor? Are you the governor?
It's the warden or governor.
The boss.
Let's just stick to I'm in charge, shall we?
Well, the man in the house over there told me that because we came through the portal and ended up here, that we needed to make a lot of noise and get a hold of jailers, and then they would, because we shouldn't be here, we should to go back home.
Well, you're always free to simply call me. You didn't have to make so much noise, though I'm entertained by your antics, and I thought I'd watch for a little bit.
The Minotaur in the house told us that was the best way to get attention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, we're friends, remember? You're free to just call me up anytime you need my help.
Okay. I'm going to make a note of that in my character sheet.
What's the character sheet?
I've just put friends with the laddies. Call any time.
So,
You're gonna regret saying that.
you.
Gonna be like, what you thinking?
What did you say, Rose?
You up?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh dear.
But no, so we found a portal in the forest, and it was with this angry kitty, with like a lot. With what?
It was under the forest. It was in like we went underground in like a ruin, but basically you're destroying the forest.
Yeah.
So could you stop?
And then there was a portal, but we came from over there behind you, but the portal there is closed, and yeah, I think the forest as well is affecting the robot man back the other side of the portal, because he got very, very mean.
Now, I have a very simple question, just for framing purposes, okay? Everybody okay with that? So I'm being blamed for corrupting the forest, I think it was, right?
Well, no, I just said we found your portal when we were looking in the forest. We're trying to find out what's corrupting it. And Lovey thinks it's got something to do with the fact that the naked women can't go dance nakedly anymore in the forest, and like they can't do their like summoning rituals and things.
So basically, what's going on, Gladys, is so you kind of like whatever has happened or is to do with this portal, because we were looking for sources of corruption. We found this place, which is maybe you're something to do with it. If you're not, then I apologise. But if you are, can you stop it? Because then my people can come back into the forest and dance naked in Moonlight, which was one ritual out of all the other ones I told you about, Gorgor. It's funny you one. But okay.
Well, I believe I've done my part. Didn't you yourself state that the portal on the side is destroyed?
But it's open on the other side, because that's how we got here.
Is that my side or your side? I get confused sometimes.
Wow.
We came. So you didn't do your job properly, is what you're trying to say. You half-assed it.
I took care of the part that I'm responsible for, my domain. It was your idiot wizard that opened this place in the first place.
Wait, what idiot wizard?
I didn't open this place.
No, not you.
What wizard? What's his name?
Wizard?
Her name.
Did you guys not... Is this goldfish memory thing, or is this like a humans thing, or...
No humans there.
What?
Technically not humans,
Archetype,
but...
overall.
But who opened it? Because unless you're on about the king, like, but he didn't. He did the one that was in the place that we shot, right? Or is there more?
No, an idiot fool wizard opened a portal to this place, so I destroyed the portal and turned him into a monster for funsies.
Oh, was he the angry kitty?
Yeah, I thought he was really cute that way.
Oh, he was naughty. Like, I did have to smack him, but he still didn't listen.
Yeah, we smacked him a fair few times. Until he was dead! Whoops.
But no, we was looking around the room, and the portal was open, and we was investigating, and we ended up in that building over there.
Sorry, I do have one question, if it's okay. You guys okay? It doesn't make sense what you're saying. So are you actually saying that he created a portal through this way without you being influencing him at all?
I mean, sometimes I inspire others, but like, if a girl just happens to be pretty and somebody else decides to paint her, like, is that really the girl's fault?
No, that's not my point. Did you directly manipulate him? Because you said last time we spoke to you that you were opening portals everywhere as a method of doing something for your dad. I don't know. It seems like you have daddy issues. I'm so sorry. but it was something to do with you were opening portals for the king because he wanted to fight against the demons. Like, are we in the middle of some sort of turf war with the material plane as your playground?
I think it would be hard to say that I have no involvement in any one thing. Like, I tend to dabble a lot. I like to make investments. In particular, I don't know how much I may have inspired him to want to be here. Maybe he just really did, want to come visit me.
So you're saying that because you're hot, he decided he wanted to come visit you, and you egged him on a little bit?
Well, the entire place is hot, lovey. Let's be honest.
No, I mean, like attractive.
Oh,
in the same.
Okay.
Does it make sense? Like that kind of hot. So because you're attractive, you decided to use his emotions and his attractiveness to you to get him to open up a portal. Because that's still wrong. You egged him on. But not in the way of you were just pretty. It more sounds like you teased him and manipulated him.
I think I understand where you're coming from. I do struggle a little bit to fully agree, because as I've said, I make a lot of investments. Individual ones I don't really keep too hard of a track on. If I saw him and maybe he thought it'd be a good idea to come visit me.
Is it when you go out with a guy just for dinner and then you roast him afterwards? Because it sounds a little bit like you used him to get what you wanted. Am I anywhere close to hitting the nail on the head? Because I know you might have loads of things for different reasons. Are you more confused because you don't remember, or is it more I'm nowhere close to what actually happened?
You're probably close. I just haven't paid enough attention to actually keep track, if I'm being honest.
Ooh. That's not very attractive. But anyway, so can you take us home or not?
Well, the Mykin are one of the few that can travel without portals, so if I really did need a portal, it'd be kind of silly if I could just pop over there myself, right? We could at least agree on that. I don't think that's outrageous. If I can travel freely without a portal, why would I have egged him on to make a portal?
So other things can travel through. I'm not fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But does that mean that we need to do the portal?
No, these guys specifically, like Gladys and her kind, don't need portals.
No, but does that mean we need to use the portal to go home?
Maybe. I don't know, why don't you tell us, Gladys, what's going on? How do we get home?
Well, the reason I've opened portals, which I've done a few times at the very least, is very much an intermediary, managerial type thing. Like I said, it's clearly not for me. I don't need them. Other people do. I just make those connections. This man wanted to come visit me here. These people wanted to go through the portal. I gave everybody what they wanted. And it just happened to benefit me as well. I could absolutely get you guys home lickety-split if you didn't want to stay with me forever, though that would make me a little sad.
Well,
I don't want to.
Well, we could always come visit at different times, but it is really, really hot here, and it's getting a little much.
Also, Gorgor, you really shouldn't have toxic people in your life. When people intentionally try to use you, it's not really a good basis for friendship.
But no, but if we can come visit, or she can come visit us, then there's not a problem, because it's only for a little bit.
Yeah, it's just more so everything she keeps saying is that it's beneficial to her as well, meaning that she's very narcissistic. And you don't want that in your life. You want some friends that, think about you as well. Like, she doesn't care about how it affects others. Like, don't get me wrong, you seem nice for what you're trying to tell us that you are, if that makes sense. You just keep saying, oh, it mutually benefited me as well, and it didn't really matter. They just thought I was pretty. It's a lot of I segments. So. But, Google, you really don't need that. You're a brilliant person, and you've got all of those back home as well. Why would you want someone who's going to use you to be your friend?
Well, she would be sad if we didn't, visit. And that wouldn't be nice.
When she says sad, watch your eyes. She's not actually sad. She's trying to manipulate you. Right?
Looks at Gladys.
Lovey, I like you. You seem clever. What do you say we have a private conversation? Real quick. You hear me out, and then I send you home either way.
Okay, just so you know, I'm not that type of witch. Does that make sense? I'm not the kind of the stereotype, and I will walk with her if she asks me to.
No, of course. Look, you're clever. I like clever people. And it is... I will say it's mildly annoying that I cannot simply get you to do what I wish peacefully. Though I have no intentions of causing you problems. But hear me out for 1 second. Do you really like the big man being in charge? I know you don't care about what happens down here in general, right? But currently you've got 2 demon lords running around on your plane, having fun, playing tag, destroying everything in their way. And have you not been... That's what's happening over there. Did you not notice the different types of... the big hyena ones, the big minotaur ones?
You said that demons were coming through, not Okay, I'm going to squirrel that away for later. Might need to look into that. Which ones? Just give me a little nugget. Not a golden one, though. I have had enough of golden nugget. Information, please.
You know who got onto your plane and ran around to have fun, and Baphomet's been chasing him across. That's what's been going on there if you haven't been on the loop.
Who's it and what's it? What?
Inagu
It sounds like
and
something
Baphomet.
Right, anyway, moving past that, you can read your own books on your own time. That's not a me problem.
Wait, what were those names again? I've instantly forgotten.
Inagu and Baphomet.
Oh, I know who Baphomet is, but I didn't hear the first one.
Inagu.
Oh, Inagu. Ooh.
Inagu.
Okay.
Gnolls and Minotaurs.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So they're on our plane. You carry on. I interrupted you. I do apologise.
So what if, conveniently, they burnt themselves out, Daddy was preoccupied, and I just took care of everything? Because you and I, we can have these conversations. We can be reasonable. Right?
So, well, quick question on that, because, yeah, I'm more than happy with reasonable. What will you do if you were in charge?
Well, I mean, do you really care what happens down here?
I just mean, more so, I'm not going to help someone to be put in power if they're just going to repeat the same mistakes and then blame it on misogyny. No, it's not misogynistic. It is because you're a woman. If you're a dick, you're still a dick. So please, what will you do differently? And I'll kind of sit on a bit of stone and the power. Now explain. Oh, fuck. A witch and a devil have a conversation in hell. Fucking joke. Sorry.
I mean, those prevalent to corruption, I feel we can already agree are written off no matter who's in charge, right?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Those people aren't corrupted until you corrupt them. Technically, innocent till proven guilty, right? Like, I got blamed to be a witch and a destroyer of families and all this kind of stuff when I hadn't actually done any of that.
Sure.
I burnt down now, but that's a different story. That happened after they were already trying to burn me on the stake, So, nah.
But some people, without any help or prodding, can still be wicked people.
But then as soon as they do wicked actions, that's when they get punished, not before, right? Because if you're doing that, that's technically thought policing, and it's not a very good standpoint, right? We'll end up like that story of, the report minorities, I think it's called, or something. Like, a bad tale, I heard it once or twice. Not the best. Did you like that one, Dan?
Wow.
But yeah, you kind of, if they do evil things, then yes, but before they do evil things, and then even then it's like a sliding scale. Is it somebody who, steals a loaf of bread to feed their family that immediately goes down here, but then you let people who are in power walk free because they can do better for you, even though they murder children? Do you know what I mean? It's a little bit, where do you cross the line if you're going to do that? Also, would you then murder babies just because of what they might become? I'm thinking too into this. Please
I
stop
like
me.
to think that I have a softer touch. Personally.
Okay. I'm listening.
At the very least, I don't have need of such crass methodology as murdering whatever for whatever they might be. That seems like far too much effort and far too little thought.
Well, so what are you suggesting right now then? Because you're saying obviously for me to... Are you trying to tell me to sit still and act pretty or whatever, and basically let you get away with shit just because, we're sisters or whatever? Woohoo! Or, what is this? You
keep doing whatever you're doing. I don't want to pollute what you're doing. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from on this, because I'm just kind of sick with a lot of the shit I've dealt with down here, and I'm letting people burn themselves out. Maybe it benefits me.
Benefits you for what?
Well, would it be good for you if some demon lords were just exhausted from warring with each other for centuries?
Well, it sounds like there's a bit of a flaw in your plan, if you don't mind me saying. Saying that you want them to wear each other out so that your father gets involved, and then whilst he's busy, you can take control. Correct?
If you wanted to be crass about it, there's far more to it than just that, but...
Well, the easiest way to take control is for chaos to be on your front doorstep. If you could get the two demon lords to join sides and attack your dad, then he's at an immediate disadvantage. As long as you're on the right side, you can pretty much take control. It's easier to take control when, things are in complete turmoil. If you look at many times throughout history, and she'll list off, a couple of times which might be vaguely to do with this, You remember, if when places are at war, it's easier to take things up, especially if you restrict resources going in. Can you get to your father's advisors? And wait a minute, I'm out here. What am I doing? I'm going to shut up. I'm sorry.
She's just kind of giggling and watching you do this, just definitely entertaining herself.
I shouldn't be teaching you how to, arrange a coup against the... I'm in hell and I'm talking badly about the King of Hell. What the ever-loving fuck? Sorry.
I mean, you'd rather not be talking good about him, would you?
I don't know. I've always wanted to ask this question. Is good bad for devils? Are you all about... Technically, if you're a bad person, then that's good for you guys, isn't it? Because, like you say, you can use them. So if you were to say, oh, you're a shitty person, sorry, Gladys, you're a really shitty person, is actually, you know, like the nicest compliment for you.
I at least like to think of myself as a nice person. I mean, I could have been far crueler to you and your friends.
I don't know. I don't really want to be a nice person, because nice people get people walking all over them. Trust me. You know, as soon as you act nice, people will start acting really mean towards you because they think you're weak.
Well, let's test that. I'm going to be nice to you, and we're going to see what you do.
I mean, I think that you would. I don't know about you, but I would rather be caring instead of nice, and intelligent, and all these other things. Basically, when somebody says to you, "Oh, you're so nice," it's kind of condescending. And I don't think you're nice. I just think you're somebody who wants power, and for maybe the right reasons, maybe for the wrong reasons. But that doesn't mean you're nice or not nice. You know?
See, I think that's the differentiation. I don't really care about the concepts of good and evil, but I do care about politeness and, you know, kindness.
Oh no, I completely agree. I like being polite and being nice. So could you then, if it's not too much trouble, get me and my friends home and stop opening portals for a little while? Would that be alright? Please?
I will say I'm not the only person opening portals. So, if you do find other ones...
Come on, give us a little lead, and then maybe we'll be focusing on something else rather than sticking on everything you. Shit. You know what I mean? In your stuff. Your things. You won't get involved in what you're doing.
I can definitely drop you guys back off at home, and I can even toss in a present for you guys if you'd like.
Gorgor always loves presents, just by the way. He's after a crown right now, so if you've got a crown, that'll be really chill.
I'm also after a crown right now, unfortunately, or, you know.
Well, apparently, I realised it this afternoon, Gorgor might be doing it through marriage. This is the thing where I've not dreamt it up, like, you either get a crown through birth or marriage, right?
Well, I mean, the accessory itself is... Like, you can just have a crown if you want one.
No,
what the crown means...
Lead a country. Like, he was trying to take over the country. I feel like I need to tell somebody about what's been going on in the party, because it's really weird, right? So... Gorgor
wants a crown. He doesn't want the kingship. He wants a crown.
He doesn't. Yeah, he just wants the shiny hat. He wants none of the responsibility that comes with.
He has specified it's just the crown, nothing else, just crown.
So this is it, and then oh my god, then you've got Dave and Dan, and well, actually it's Dave and Dave, but I mean, I'm more than happy to if he wasn't changing his name for a joke. That seems a little bit insulting. Like, we met him and he was Dan, and now he's Dave, and maybe it's because I don't know, he wears a cloak all the time, and she'll just kind of moan for about a couple of minutes and be like, oof, I'm glad I got that out of my system. It's really irritating me. I'm so sorry, and I want to be really good friends with them all. But sometimes, you know, when you talk to somebody, it just doesn't go in. And it feels kind of like, if you listen to them, then they'll take advantage of you a little bit. So I've been trying to, you know, make sure it's not all about them, because they just...
I hate when people do that, you know?
I understand completely, you know, like, I'm guessing it's like a thing for you guys. It's like almost as in, like, they're constantly going on about this golden nugget, and I understand it's really important to them, and we will help them to find it. But making us trek halfway across the forest for potentially what might be a golden nugget, and it's not, it's somebody's art picture, is just a little bit like... Are you really that self-centered that you think everything around you in the world is something to do with you, you know? But I mean, they're really nice guys, so I don't see where it's coming from. Like, is this something that's spreading to people of, organised religions? Because it seems like it is with them three. And then there's Gabriel. I don't even know how to explain Gabriel. He's got kind of mean. And then there's Flynn. You don't need to know about Flynn, just don't bother. That will probably really irritate him if he was here right now. I really like all of them. They're really sound guys. It's just, I just want it to be a little bit more integrated rather than a push and pull constantly. Do you know what I mean? Do you get this with devils, or is this just like a very humanoid thing?
Oh, very relatable. Very relatable.
Yeah. It's like, I just wish, I wish they could stop trying to prove how amazing they are and understand that they already are. Like, there's times where it feels like, no, we need to do this because I'm the best. And it's like, no, just chill out. It's very patriarchal, if that makes sense. Trying to one-up each other and rather than just get along and sort it all out and stop trying to push my buttons just because, I don't know. Like, okay, so this will go on from we can totally skip this.
They can fade to black on the infinite ramble of
the girly chat and just like I can just imagine in the background you got Gorgor, Paladin Dave standing up in the distance like kicking their feet while this kind of like little girl chat happens.
Well, I just want to know when are we going home because it's hot.
Oh, Glacia here is going to take us home.
Okay, so the Minotaur man was right.
Mm-hmm. Mike Glacia?
Yep, we're going to sit you out. And before you go, I don't know who would actually be best for this, but just a little reminder of me. And she pulls out a scythe and tosses it to Lovey because she's been talking to her the most, though she's probably intuited that it might not be the best fit for her.
A scythe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. It's like a little goth girl heart beat. Okay. Oh. Is this your present?
Yeah. I want to make sure that you guys don't, have any unfortunate encounters, so I figure this might be just enough to help you where I don't have to babysit you,
Thank you. That's really kind of you. So,
yeah, just remember who your friends are.
I mean, okay. It seems a little, counterintuitive getting in bed with a devil, but yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Alright, I need everybody in close.
Okay.
Getting close.
Let's all get in close.
Let's cuddle. Get in, Dave.
I did in close, I just said.
No, you're not. You're like 50 foot away.
Yeah, she should keep here.
Doesn't matter where I am.
Yeah, no, it's communication. It's one or the other. It's representative. But she does get a little bit bigger just so her wings can actually wrap around everybody. Okay. And there's not a single movement of sensation. There is just... You cannot see outside beyond her wings. They, perfectly encompass you. And when they move, she's dumped you back in the middle of the room with your friends, which is probably in the midst of everyone combing through books.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that was so cool!
That was fun.
Right?
Let's do that again.
Yeah, I kind of want to do it.
Just run straight back through the portal. Just. No, the thing was, I did think it. Just instantaneously, just whomp.
We won't get another fight if we do that. You never know.
I do think though we need to get a hell outfit next time because I was wearing a lot of black and it did get a bit, sweaty. And maybe if we're going to take loads of trips there, because Glacier is practically our bestie, it might be a good idea to get some hell outfits, right?
Did you think I dressed like this for... You've been in there now. You've seen how hot it is.
Right, so we need Speedos and very short skirts, right?
Helen Dave in a Speedo.
Other half of the party that is in the middle of combing books, there's a giant fluttering of wind as the wings basically do a single beat and they land.
I'm pretty sure like the beat happens and like all three of us just grab the books to make sure they don't fall out of the order we just put them in.
Yeah.
Hi, yeah. Just been to hell. It was really Swedish.
Just to hell.
Just to hell, apparently.
Yeah, we walked through to this prison area. There's a weird old minotaur that thought that we were a mirage or something, and then we saw Glacier, and yeah, the sound. I mean, fortune favours the brave, right?
It was hot, but it was very fun. Like, you guys should have come with...
Oh my god, do you remember the bit with the lava when we were walking across that stream? It was so...
Yeah.
And the crazy minotaur, man.
And the crazy minotaur. Yeah,
Are you sure
lava.
you're not the crazy ones?
Yeah, no offence. I would rather not be in hell.
Well, you missed out because Lovey got a cool scythe.
Yeah.
That's nice for Lovey.
Yeah, well done. And I'll sarcastically clap my hands, going, yay, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was sound. Like, I had a really good time.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Do we see this other figure that's come back with them or not?
Yeah, Glacier's still there. She shrunk back down once she dropped off the party. She waves to the two familiar people and then just kind of stares at Flynn curiously.
I'll kind of lean over and go, that's Flynn. Guys, you remember...
It's pronounced Flintchester, right?
Shire.
Flintchester Shire, got it.
No.
Okay.
Everyone, you remember Glacier, right?
Yeah, of course we remember her. Hi, person we've never met.
No.
Do we?
They have met. Right? You two have met. Gabriel, you met Glacier. So did our hooded fellow, Dave. Cleric Dave. That?
Was it
Cleric Dave the
back in the ruins?
So...
Nope. I don't, by the looks of that, I don't think he recognises you. To be fair, he did just melt his brain again all of these, so that might be the reason. It's been a while since you've Sorry, what?
Sorry, why were you reading all the books again?
We didn't read all of the books. We barely read the fifth of the books.
Well, no, we went through them all before I left.
No, you went through all the books that were here at the middle of the room.
Well, that was all of them, because I literally got every single one from around
No,
the
we
room.
we point all the other places where we've got the books, and there's now like a pile.
No, Michael. Like, literally, Gorgos specifically went round the room and gathered
Well,
all of the books.
Apparently you didn't, because we just spent the next hour or so collecting all of them again.
I just thought that was just your convenient excuse not to go.
No, literally, DM just said there's too many books.
Well, no, like, you guys have collected, like, individually combing, because Gorkor was just appraising, like, the status of them. Gorkor was like, this book looks broken, this book looks good.
Yeah, and we've just gone through all of them.
You guys were literally reading chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter... You were going
looking for keywords and...
Yeah.
So is this what you've been doing this whole time?
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out where this portal's going.
Well, we found out.
Yeah.
You could have just asked where the portal was going, I would have.
We weren't exactly there to know, were we?
Well, no, you thought that it was a... What was it you said? Not a portal to hell,
I said it was one way. I never said that it was to hell or anywhere else. I just said it was a one-way portal.
But you intentionally disagreed with me when I said it was, due to Gladys.
No, I said it. You said it was her that made it. I said it was possible that she didn't make it. That you're here, may we have the answer. Did you make this portal?
No, of course not.
I was right.
Oh.
I mean, the one on the other side.
That's on the other side.
Look.
I don't think it matters who made it or who didn't. Let's not argue over it. It was a one-way portal, that was clear. So, There we go. End of story. Let's move on to the next argument.
So, I mean, it used to be two-way, but I smashed the other side. People kept accidentally stumbling through. It was really inconvenient.
You do realise sometimes context is important, right?
Well,
but we
had
also been in hell while you guys all read books to find out where we went. So
look, you can tell you're corrupted by hell. If you're that happy there, go back and enjoy it. I would rather not.
Hell, it was just really badass and interesting.
Well,
So
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Did you get hurt while you were in there?
Sorry?
Did you get hurt while you were down in the hell?
No.
No.
Torture is their specialty.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I get hit a little bit. That was more so because I was running Moonbeam across the floor. A little bit of knockback. But that's kind of my own fault. It wasn't Hell's fault. It was me being a dick.
You apologising on Hell's behalf there?
Well, no, because I hit myself, not Hell.
I am sure this young lady has been corrupted.
I'm not sure that you're not wrong.
It just sounds like you guys obviously didn't make the right decision and you're trying to penalise us because we enjoyed
Excuse me, I will not go to hell. I will not.
I mean, with that attitude, you may.
Yeah. No, my God will protect me, thank you.
Oh my God.
I don't think you will.
And I think that person over there, pointing at Dave, not the Dave that stayed behind, the other Dave, or whatever his name is.
London Dave.
Whatever you pretend to be, going into hell, I'm sure our God will make sure he questions you in your sincerity and loyalty.
Are you trying to tell somebody else how to worship their God, David?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. All I heard was tapping or banging in the background.
What I said is, are you trying to tell somebody else how to worship their God?
No, I would never dare do such a thing. I'm just speaking the truth.
It sounds like you're being very judgmental and almost conceited.
You can perceive it in whatever way you wish, but I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Dave. Thank you.
I'm so happy.
Right.
So
we've pretty much nearly finished these books, so thank you for keeping that lot distracted while they were there. Is there anything else that you need to hear, or because we're nearly ready to head back out? Right? Great.
Oh, apparently as well, the big cat was a wizard.
Yeah.
He was the one that made the portal.
Yogni and Baphomet are currently fighting on our plane.
This chat?
That's what we found out. Yeah, we found out loads the other side. We just had a chat with Glacier. He was very accommodating.
I thought her name was Gladys.
That was when I was being purposely vindictive. Because she was irritating. But now, she actually kind of makes...
like Dave. Like Dan's becoming Dave. It's Gladys has become Glacier.
No, Glacier was always Glacier. We just called her Gladys because she was irritating at that stage, but now she actually explained herself in more detail without doing the usual...
I thought she was always Gladys.
I mean, she can be whatever name she wants to call herself, as long as it's, not at trying to basically push somebody else down or hurt somebody. think we can all agree that's chill. It's like, you know, Cleric Dan's calling himself Cleric Dave. I feel like to insult Paladin Dave, but I don't know. It's
we are one.
Right. DM, as
Yep.
I tried to ask earlier, can I make a history check on the two names I was just given?
Yes, you can. Sorry, there was a lot of cross chatter.
Okie. Don't know much.
At the very least, you recognize like they're not super hidden, you know, names. So you recognize them. You recognize their bad names.
Probably came across them in one of the books, and I was kind of just skip reading at the time, so it's just
You're like, oh yeah, that's one of those bad people. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
The important bad ones.
Okie dokie. Right. Were you able to find out if there was anything about this corruption? Was it coming from here? Is it elsewhere?
Asking the party or the...
I'm asking the party.
Yeah.
So what was the
Glassy is trying to let you guys do your like adventure party stuff with as little interference as possible, but...
Mm-hmm.
What was the question?
Did you find out what was causing the corruption in the forest?
Well, no, not yet, because we went through a portal, but...
So it had nothing to do with the portal or this location?
I don't think so. I think this was just a place that was here on the way, and because it looked interesting, we wanted to stop in and have a look, and it turned out to be nothing there, so we got to go back upstairs and then keep looking.
This could be classified as a giant waste of time.
Well, I got a book.
Okay, a minor waste of time.
Well, no, I got a book, so it's entirely... And Lavi got a scythe, and we found out that Gladys is not Gladys, but now Glacia, which is cool.
I mean, I can spoil that one, unless you guys are having fun investigating.
I mean, if the others seem to be so trusting with you, maybe they would be appreciative of more information.
I think she meant the book you're holding.
No, I'm sure that a large spillover of energy from another plane might have imbalanced the forest, but... I mean, portal's closed on my end at least, so nothing should be coming to here, only from here.
Yeah, well...
Not sad if it was already corrupted, you know, corruption
the forest is
spreads.
Getting really bad, so if we can find a way to stop it, that would be cool.
Well, the corruption's probably... Theoretically, if you got rid of the source of corruption, but the corruption itself was still here, right?
Yeah.
It's replicating on its own. Does that make sense? Is that lost on you guys? It was probably originally from this portal, but once it's here, it's here.
But if turning off the where it came from doesn't stop it, though, how do we stop it?
Probably, well, if it was coming from spillover from one of the lower planes, then probably some assistance from the higher planes. I'm just guessing.
I mean, there's probably plenty of ways you can do it depending on your preferences of purification. I'm simply commenting that it would at least make sense if a large burst of hellish infernal energy sparked it, but it's definitely not any new sources of it coming through, I would imagine. At least here. Maybe elsewhere. Maybe up north.
Well, no.
But nowhere near here.
North is where it's nice. It's south where it's bad.
Distance is a lot more relative when you work on a bigger scale.
Oh.
Okay, what you're saying is it's not the north end of the forest where's the problem, it means somewhere north beyond the forest is the problem.
Well, that's probably its own business. I mean, if you're just looking at the forest, like this tiny little place, you probably just gotta stop what corruption is here, rather than...
Not likely that there's another portal around here then that's connected to
But how
your,
do, like I said,
neighbors?
though, I want to know how do we fix it, though?
Lovey needs to do a ritual.
Yeah, fixing I'm not so good at. That's more just... I'm smart. It's probably a side effect.
Okay, so we need to do some, like, ritual or something. And
Lovey's,
make...
Yeah. I mean, Lovey's people's temple's back the other way, so maybe they need to come back and do something to help purify the place.
That'd probably be one way to go about it. Like, I'm sure a god could do it. I'm sure people with enough effort behind it could do it. I don't know. That's not really a me problem.
Well, you two are god. Well, you three are god people, pointing at Dave, Gabe. So can't you just get your friend to be like, here's some holy magic, and then we're good?
There are a ton of
possible, but also don't forget Lovey's god is also nearby as well. So
we don't want to eat conflicts of all the gods in one instance.
Well, isn't like more the better?
Maybe they just don't get along.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Let's say if they all got along, we wouldn't have hell.
Hey, no, that's a Celestial's problem. I got nothing to do with that.
Yes. So, as you say, the Celestials are probably the ones that we're looking at. So, we have 4 people here who are somewhat godly and religious. We have one that is very clearly the most intelligent of us all.
Hey, that's me.
My hand gesturing directly at Gorgo.
Oh.
So we've got all of that. Maybe we should put our heads together and try and figure that out. Maybe go and speak to a couple of the religious folk back in the city. See if they have any idea, now that we've possibly created some sort of safe pathway for them to get here. You know, guide them here. They do the big ritual to fix this place, and then I don't know. Either we ask them for something, or we just move on to the next thing.
Do we know who the previous occupant was at this place?
Yeah.
Point back. As they just said, we point over to the remnants of the Manticore, and just like, what he was previously, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good question. You 3, the Daves and Gabe, who is your god?
And I'll show.
Yeah,
so on me army. The whole thing of Alm.
Yeah, that's the holy symbol. Who's your god?
That's what they're doing. They're basically, look, there's the symbol. You do a religion check to find out, because we can't remember.
No, I just said.
Like, just tell me.
No, I said it was Helm.
You didn't. It kind of came. If you did, it came across.
It must have cut out when you said helm. It literally sounded like you just said, "Here's the symbol." Like that's it.
Yeah. I'm confused why you wouldn't think it. Like, was it going to keep it secret?
Just to catch your pros a little bit. Basically, Glacier said like we should probably do some sort of ritual to try and balance out the energies of the forest. Which is what's brought this up, because I mentioned about, can we just get all the god people to like call their gods and like, you know, do holy magic?
Yeah, she kind of shrugged at how to specifically solve it, but at the very least, you know, she pointed out her portal's been closed for a bit now, so any corruption is corruption on your side, not hers. But you know, when an apple starts rotting, it's going to keep rotting. It's not just going to magically stop, even if you put it in better, you know, temperatures.
Yeah. So, well, maybe if we go back to the temple and have a look there and see if we can fix it there using your combined holy magics, you three, and then see if that will work, or even like if there's have a little bit of a look around, see if there's a book or something that's like, oh yeah, what you need to do is to, like a ritual book or something. I kind of wish I'd asked more about what ritual it was, but the lovely woman I met was a bit vague on that front.
So you want these 3 servants of Helm to do a ritual in your temple to Hecate?
Well, technically it's not my temple. I mean, if I'm being quite honest, the woman that I spoke to was a bit kind of surprised that I was carrying it. Like, apparently only, elders do it, or, chosen people have it, so it's strange.
To the side, then, you want servants of one god to do a ritual to their god in the temple of another god.
I didn't say that. I said we could go there.
Temple.
I wondered
which one of us had cut out then.
No, I said that we go there and have a look around and then maybe put our heads together and see what magics work. I wasn't saying that they do the ritual. That's obviously my kettle of fish. It's a temple to Hecate, I think. It looked like a temple to Hecate. I mean, it had her iconography everywhere, so it would make the most logistical sense for me to try and do this ritual, even though I'm not quite sure what the ritual is.
It probably is worth getting a little bit of advice from all the lessons.
Back to the city. So back to the city then.
Well, can we go back to the city first and just have a little bit of a look around and hope that maybe something else crops up? It seems a bit counterintuitive because we're closer to the temple to go all the way there, back to town and back again, and then find out that we could have found it out whilst we were in the temple, because we barely looked because you guys were being a bit... You were very focused on, the water near there, because it was in the picture that was something to do with the golden nugget, right?
That was the idea. Although I don't think we had any further leads.
No,
So finally you're able to tell us the truth that you actually did think that was a lead to the golden nugget, even though, as we've had explained to us, apparently it's nothing to do with that. It was just a piece of paper that he found on the floor.
No, Michael, that was out of character.
We discovered we realised it wasn't anything to do with the golden nugget.
That was out of character in our session.
I think in character he did mention that he just found it from someone's pocket.
Yes, but he has just literally said that's what we thought it was because it was the golden nugget. So the original reason we came here is because he said we need to do this to find the golden nugget, and then everyone else has been here and gone, that's not true, and he's not been here for that confirmation. Is what I was getting at. So the whole confusion's because one person said yes.
What Danny said was right, though. A lot of it was said out of character, but I believe it was commenting because of what was said in character and us figuring out it wasn't anything to do with it. Mm-hmm. So I think everybody's right in this circumstance.
I think that temple was where that tree was.
No. We'd found it. They ran off.
Because we saw a specific sort of tree that had...
we'd already found it.
Right.
We'd found it, and it was just somebody had found a nice place to take a drawing. Then somebody went and stole the drawing.
And nothing was found to do with your golden nugget. Quick question, Cleric, Dave, Dan, whatever you want to be called.
This one.
Yeah, that one.
Whatever you want.
Okay. I'm going to call you Dan because that's easier just rather than saying Cleric Dave and Paladin Dave, because, okay. I didn't realise that we all had to say, you know, like, oh, hi, I'm Druid Lovey. Like, it's a bit odd.
You are Druid Lovey, aren't you?
Oh. Ask the question before he tries to get you further off topic.
How did you come across that picture?
We found it.
Where did you find it?
It was in the town.
It was on the floor. Somebody just seemed to drop it. Didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you think it was to do with your golden nugget? Time is all it was.
I mean, seemed a bit sus.
Oh my god, do you know how many people drop things accidentally out of pockets and you think it's... That is very narcissistic.
Perhaps so, but even with what
Hold on a second.
This picture had led us to.
Hold on a second, Cloak Dave. We never said it came from a pocket. What do you know about this?
No.
Did you plant it?
No, she said anything. People drop things from their pockets. Why? Did it come from a pocket originally?
No. Why did she say it came from a pocket when it didn't?
Because you said it had been dropped.
And it was people drop things, and she just used pockets.
We never
as
said
an example.
pocket.
Drop it from their satchels. Whatever. People drop things is what she was saying. Stop trying to be clever about the comments. We already have that.
Stop like idiots. I do feel a bit sorry for Gabe. Gabe, you've had to put up with this for so long, and that seems like really intense. No wonder you're a little irritable sometimes. It's understandable now. What I was trying to get to the point at is, how did you think that was something to do with your stuff? Like, was there something else? Was there another signifier? Like, what was going on at the time? Did they say, oh no, I don't know anything about the golden nugget? Twirling their mustaches, which seems suspicious.
It wasn't necessarily down to the nugget itself. It's just the fact that it was an unusual drawing that's been dropped, whether by accident or intentionally.
And you took that as divine inspiration.
Guys.
Yes?
Should we talk about this in town when we're finding someone to fix the forest?
Yeah,
we tried to do that, but somebody wanted to go the other direction.
Well, I was just suggesting going back to the temple to at least have a little bit of a look around before we went all the way back to town.
But I think we should at least do something to fix the forest because, you know, the nugget is not going anywhere.
I don't even think the nugget exists. But that seems a little...
I don't know.
Yeah.
But the trees exist and they're ill.
So, can we go to not existing? Would that be okay before we head all the way back to town?
Yes, I wouldn't mind having a look around just in case.
Can someone help make sure that Cleric Dave stays outside whilst we go and have a look at the temple, please?
I'm assuming, has Glacier left or is she still here?
No, she's up there watching probably.
I'm just asking because obviously she's been very quiet.
Oh, yeah, no, she's been trying to let you guys, like, she doesn't want to interfere too much, so she's just spectating and kind of entertaining herself with it.
She just seemed too quiet, that's why I was just wondering.
Yeah, no, she was basically just giggling in the background at this.
So, would anyone mind if we go to the temple first before reverting back? I believe it's kind of on our way. Like, it's not going to take us too far around.
Well, if we can find the river again, we should be able to find it.
Thank you.
Kind of went for a little bit of a wander just trusting Gorgor's nose.
Gorgor's nose was spot on. We did technically find where the corruption was coming from.
That is true.
It might not be clear. I think that's a solid plus point in Gorgor's tally.
What I'm saying is we trusted it to come here, but I didn't take a map of where we were going. Did anybody else?
Well, if we just go back where we came from, so if we go up the river...
We didn't follow the river.
Oh, we did, because that's how we found the temple, and then we went...
Yes, but
so we followed the badness, and then if we unfollow the badness, then follow the river, then go left, we'll end up back at town.
We went away from the river, and I don't remember which direction we went away from it, other than slightly south.
Well, can we at least go outside? Because maybe we can have a look at what time of day it is, where the sun's rising and setting, and kind of pinpoint the vague direction we need to be heading into. I mean, we haven't instantly forgot what happened an hour ago, have we?
I believe it's been a couple of hours if we've been going through all these books and sorting them.
Well, it was still... I haven't been to sleep yet, so it's still within the time range of people to remember things. So, can we at least go topside and have a look? And see if we can get the vague direction of where we need to be going.
Well, before we look at the books, before we go topside, sorry, is there anything we picked up on these books as we were sorting through them?
Sorry,
it's kind of a moot point. You guys were specifically looking for teleportation stuff.
Exactly. So, is there anything in there that we picked up? Anything, notes, references, whatever?
Yes, I was going to intend to come back to that. I was just looking for the timing on when to do that. Okay. But if you like that now, absolutely.
Yep.
Well, yeah, as we're being dictated to go outside, let's get that done now.
You did specifically find, of the runes that your cleric was inspecting, you did manage to find a reference that, while it is not any particular singular title, or it's not like word, it's not like a direct language, it's more just arcane targeting. But in the same way that, like, Stargate sigil sequences, for lack of better terminology, it doesn't spell out, oh, this here is Malbolg, but it does, like, you know, okay, these combinations target this kind of place. You did manage to get the equivalent of, like, the sigil sequence of where the party went through.
Okay.
You managed to find that as, like, an actual thing that you can make note of. If it ever became relevant again with, like... it's akin to having a tuning fork without needing the actual fork.
Okie
It is knowledge that has the equivalent weight of a tuning fork without needing to have the item of a tuning fork.
So, we have the knowledge if we ever need to do a plane shift to get to there.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh.
Not like we'd want to go to there, though.
No, true. But if we need to throw something there...
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility.
So you did find that, and then that was attached to a book that might have more information on future digging. Like, you found that it was enough for you to go, hey, this book is noteworthy, and then kind of set the book aside as a mental note.
Yep. So we've got one noteworthy book for teleportation instead of that.
So we take ourselves outside.
We grabbed all of the useful books that we have put aside as useful.
Which is just the one from the sounds of it. Well, 2 if you count the book I found. How long has it been since we entered here? Is it dark or is it light?
You guys had lost a bit of track of time. You for being in another plane, and you for being just buried in books and your labor.
Yep.
Right.
It is dark when you guys make your way up topside.
Oh.
Though how much of that is tree cover versus sunlight is hard to perfectly distinguish, but it's darker than it was earlier.
Interesting. But yeah. So if I remember right, we go away from the bad until we find a river, and at the end of the river was where the temple to Hecate was. Then we go left, and we'll eventually get out. But we gotta go for the temple first. So, Lovey, because it was your temple, do you want to take us there to your temple?
I mean, if that's okay.
Well, I asked you, so of course it's okay.
I just mean if that was okay with everybody, because I do understand that people are a bit funny about it currently.
I'm okay with it.
Go.
Well, depends if you're gonna let me in this time.
No. I just mean it sounded a little bit sinister when you said that you wanted to go inside.
Well, consider I didn't manage to check it out properly last time.
No, it's just the way you say things makes it sound like you want to go inside so that you can do some sneaky stuff, and it just sounded a bit unusual.
Not with stuff like this.
Do you promise?
I bloody do promise. Considering the half the forest is affected with some unusual rot or whatever it said. This probably needs sorting as a priority, and that might be the key.
Cross your heart and hope to die.
Yeah, whatever. Shall we go? Go.
Yes.
You led us here. You probably have the best memory ever go to get us back.
Great.
Sure. So, I will instead of going towards the badness, I will guide away, cause then it's going in the opposite direction of where we went, and
we're kind of at the center of the madness. So anyway.
Yeah, but I remember we came to I could see the door from when we approached. So if we walk away from the door, then we're not going to be at the center no more. So
lead on.
I will take them back the way we came. Sky God.
You there, Danny.
Oh, hello.
But yeah, you cut out a little bit. I heard you talking to each other about, if you walk away from the door, that should work. And then...
So, that's it. So then So I'm going to start leading the party back, going the way that we came.
Okay, give me some sort of survival-esque check, please.
A survival check I can do. Easy. That's not meant to be with advantage, so take the 8, please.
I mean, would there be reason for it to have advantage? Are you just charging ahead, or is anyone actually trying to...
Well, if someone's helping me, then sure, but I didn't mean to do advantage.
Could I have helped, if that's okay? I think I would have...
Yeah,
thank you.
Gorgor starts going away, and you just kind of, nudge him a little bit to the right.
But so, yeah, I will start leading them back the best I can, going the route that I remember.
Alrighty. Anyone else? You allowing this to happen? Are you doing anything different?
Keeping an eye out, make sure nothing comes to try and attack us.
When you guys leave, Glassy does just wave you guys off, by the way.
To look for footprints and follow our footprints in the opposite direction. Just a thought.
Yeah. Just a quick thing as well. Gogo will make sure to say Terrar and stuff to Glacier and stuff, and be nice.
Yeah, she does just kind of wave when you guys leave. She's not going to follow you along randomly. She's like, okay, bye. Have fun with your adventuring stuff.
Bye.
Hi.
And yeah. I do know as well that Lovey technically beat around it, but it was mentioned, I think, by Gorgor that Lovey has a scythe now. Just kind of has.
Yeah.
It's also not very discreet.
Oh yeah, no, Gorgor was like, well, yeah, she got a scythe. Yeah, she got a scythe. Yo.
Just saying, the scythe, is the handle made out of wood? Would be, but that's mainly because of my images of scythes.
Let me double check information on that, because it is a wooden scythe-like composition. I'm just trying to see if it's a specific.
Yeah, most
type of
sites
wood,
typically are, but obviously if it's some special item, then it can be anything almost in theory.
Yeah. Sorry for the pause on that. That was more just valid question. Just mildly did not process for my brain why that might be relevant to. It counts as wood either way. But it is a very unfamiliar type of wood. I'll give you that much at the very least.
Okay, but it is wood.
Yes.
Yes. Brilliant. Does it need to be attuned to? Do I get that impression? Before getting other information, does it need to be attuned?
Yes.
Does it seem like something I can wield?
It is... Legendary might give the wrong implications. Because it's not at that high power, but yeah, it's artifact category, though scaled down. If that, it's... Yeah, it has artifact temperament, I think I would go with, is the phrasing. It's not artifact tier in quality, but it is artifact tier in it has temperament, it has... mood to it a little bit. You can feel that it has a little bit of...
Sentience?
Little bit of sentience, it's not thinking, talking stick, but you can tell it has kind of a lean to it or a bent to it.
Okay, so do I need to attune to it then? What
it is, yes, it is an attunement weapon. Yeah.
Okay.
But from a wielding perspective, it almost wields itself. You do not need, there is no weapon category for it. It is its own, can be wielded by anyone that it allows itself to be wielded by. Proficiencies be damned.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. Yeah. I have a scythe now. I do feel like... Sorry.
I mean, you're free to pawn it off on anyone else who wants it. That is entirely your business kind of thing.
No, I kind of want it.
Just to be a goth girl with it.
Yes! Have you realized all of my characters? No, not all of them. I have a very pink character. I have two very pink characters. Okay. So, what are we doing now then, guys?
The party is making its way back. Flynn does have his head on a swivel looking out for problems that might be along the road. Flynn does manage to point out a couple, hey, avoid this web, you don't know. You don't want to set off the chain reaction of this web vibrates a tiny bit and summons a horde of spiders.
Yeah.
Manages to keep you guys from falling into some, grassier, sinkholes almost that might just be stuck and just unpleasant to wade through.
Okay.
So the trip does take a little bit longer, and Gorgor is a little bit less sure of the path he's taking. But late in the night, under, starlight, you guys do find yourselves at the river.
Well, and then nearby, there should be the tree temple place that we found. So, Lovey, you have a look for that because it was your Hecate person.
Hecate.
That one.
Mm-hmm. I'll look around for the temple, please.
Wouldn't it be wise to wait until daylight?
No, moonlight would be perfect.
Well,
okay.
As well, if we find it, we could sleep there because it's gonna be under a roof.
That's very true.
So we can sleep there, and then we'll feel better.
Moonlight is almost like her jam anyway, Hecate. That's why all her moons on it.
What does Moonlight jam taste like?
Sorry?
Oh dear me.
Gorgo asked, what does Moonlight jam taste like?
Nug.
Nug, Liam. Is Rose gone now?
No, I was speechless for once. I didn't know.
I was speechless.
Kind of like, my brain went funny.
Just remember, Gorgo takes everything literal because he doesn't understand nuance.
I'm pretty sure he knows them.
No, he doesn't.
You've got to remember who Gorgo is.
It just seems like he's known stuff like... I'm not getting into it anyway. So, so...
I enjoy spectating this chaos.
I know you do.
Figured that.
Yeah, I've dumped you guys outside. You don't have to put yourselves on the map. I was just moving us out of the study.
Yeah, is it? Because I'm assuming this is the, like, outside of the temple.
Yeah, so there's like an outside altar underneath the tree, and then kind of like between the tree and the altar, there's a little hatch that goes down inside.
Got it.
If you guys had not been on this map before.
No, we haven't.
No.
Couldn't quite remember, but yes, this is the outside. Because before, again, it's like we don't always need exact representation of every foot of grass you guys climb, but I still wanted.
Yeah. No, I like it.
That's good. Thank you, Ash.
So, but yeah, let's go inside and we'll. It's getting dark, so we'll probably sleep tonight, and then we'll go in the morning.
No, we need to have a look here first, because if I can do the ritual in the moonlight, it'll be really useful.
Okay.
So.
Well, we can sleep while you do that, or do you need us to help you?
I don't need you. You can go to sleep if you want. Like,
I don't. I can help if you need me to help. I'll help. It's just I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do to help you.
I thought you were a great and powerful wizard that knew everything.
I am, but this is God things. I don't know God things. If you tell me though what to do, I can do it. I just don't know what you need.
Okay. I'm not going to get into this. Just leave it alone. So.
Okay.
I'll go into the temple.
Alrighty. Are you bringing anyone in with you, or is anyone sneaking in behind you?
I will make sure the cleric Dave don't get in there.
Oh, and you said I could go in.
No, I said you couldn't go in.
You said I could after.
You did.
Yeah, but I reserve the right to take anything back.
No, I'm going in anyway.
Oh, no, you're not. You're not my temple.
You said it was your temple.
It's a temple to my god.
But you
Please
said
do
it
not.
wasn't your temple.
It's not your temple, is it? It doesn't have your name on it.
Rick,
Are we seriously getting into this conversation right now?
Clearly we are.
Do you want me to help you or not?
No! Stay out here, please. I am asking you to respect my religious belief as I go into this temple.
What's respecting the religious belief got to do with going inside a temple? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, I don't know, because you apparently kicked off about your religious belief, saying that Paladin Dave here was going against his by going to hell. So, you know all about this.
You're confusing two different situations there. This is going inside a temple, not actually being disrespectful to a person's religion. We're not. No one's disrespecting your religion at all. Paladin Dave here and
right. I think it's the best.
Wish to go in.
I think it's best then, if that's the case, Lovey searches in the temple by herself, so we don't disrespect her or her god.
Yes.
Sound good? Let's all wait outside.
If you need any help, just say and I will do what I can.
Yeah, thank you, Gorgo. Can I go in the temple, please?
Are you asking me or the party?
Careful, you might get shouted at.
The party's just decided that they're gonna bloody get involved in my. I don't know.
You've just decided not to get involved in your shit.
And don't forget,
Just go and do your shit.
Gorgor's the one who said we could all go in and get some sleep under a roof. Clearly not now.
5-minute character assassination. Jesus Christ! Can I go into the temple, please, DM?
Yep.
No, don't do it. It's a trap.
It'll only collapse on her. Well, it'll only collapse on her if that's the case.
Yeah.
I'd rather just kill my character off and fuck off because I can't catch with the constant. Every time I want to do something, everyone kicking off at me.
Every time we try and do something to help or not help, you argue with us. Get in the temple and figure shit out.
Didn't do anything this time.
Oh
no. Dear me.
Oh. I need water real quick if everyone's okay with taking 2 minutes. My throat hurts.
5-minute break. Yeah. We apologise, audience. Momentary break.
Yes.
For alcohol shots and whatever else.
I would like to apologise on the party's behalf of their actions.
Deep breath, guys. Come on. We can do this.
As we wait, I'm gonna put us on the intermission screen because it makes it look better.
More professional.
If we're on the intermission screen, yes.
Oh, intermission. Oh.
But yeah, so the plan is, as well, guys, I'm feeling like you guys in the call. Sunday, after my D&D session, Saturday, hoping to be playing some Back for Blood because on the 12th, which was Tuesday, the first DLC for Back for Blood dropped, and I really want to play it and see what it's like, because I purposely haven't touched it. I want to do because I like doing first impressions, because I think it's nice to get that initial on stream. So
yeah,
the hope is, even if we don't get a full 4, we can just fill with randoms.
What time is that?
It'll be 6:30 onwards.
I'll see if I can join you.
Have you got? Because I know you played the demo, but I didn't know you actually bought the full game.
You know I bought the full game because I told you I bought the full game.
Did it? Yeah. Well, did you buy it with the season pass to get the DLC, or have you got to get?
I bought one of the highest ones there, the highest one, so I've got everything.
So you'll have the DLC. Okay, no, that's fine then, because I want to see what it's like. Because there's 2 new cleaners, there's 3 new ridden, because there's 1 for each type, like the tall boy, the lurkers, and the exploders. There's 1 of each new one. There's an entire new map. There's some versus maps as well. There's some skins and stuff, but I'm never too bothered about cosmetics, like the outfits, the gun skins are kind of meh. But there's a new level and there's new ridden, new cleaners.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think Liam, you was on about playing that, weren't you?
Yeah.
So that'll be 3 of us. We just need to get ourselves a 4th. But like I said, even if we don't get the 4th, it's not an issue. We can just join as a 3 and then just get a random 4th. It's not like certain games like Forewarned or something where you have to have the 4, otherwise tough. The other good thing is as well, guys, I got new internet, so it's better, quite a bit better. So after the stream tonight, me, Adam, Matt, and Ben are all going to try and redo the remote play off stream just to see if it works, with the intention then of playing Little Hope like we was going to the other day, where we couldn't because my internet just wasn't good enough.
Yeah, from what I saw on Steam, the maximum you'll need is a 30 upload.
Yeah, well, what it was, I used to have 110 download and about 4 or 5 upload. That's what I used to be on. Whereas now, for an extra £6 a month, we've got 360 download and 37.8 upload.
Yeah.
Which is just a little increase. Just a little increase.
Yeah.
So the plan will be we'll try that. And then if it works with no me going janky and robotic, welcome back. We'll try. I'm going to switch us back now to the D&D screen. As our DM
is everybody here?
Is back from her dying.
If you're not here, say yes.
Well, no one went.
Yes.
I don't believe.
Oh, we go away to Cole's not here.
What? Liam?
Listen, if not here, say yes. Cole said yes.
Liam.
Yeah?
Shut your fanny crease, please.
I just said yes, I'm
Shut
not
your
here
fanny
now.
crease, please.
Oh no.
Is Rose here? Okay, Rosie's not here.
Not yet.
See, still got wait.
Yeah, because I was just talking while you were gone, Ash. I was just going over the plans for Sunday and stuff. Because we're going to be playing, you know, Back for Blood. We're going to be doing because the DLC dropped Tuesday, the first one.
Nice.
And yeah, we'll be doing that. Also going to be, after this stream, testing with a few of them the remote play for Steam, see if we can get it working and stuff.
How much is the DLC?
I have no idea. Because I paid for the Battle Pass, essentially. I don't have to buy it, do I?
Yeah.
It's going to be on Steam, and I can't imagine it being... If it's more than, 25 quid, then it's a rip-off. I would say 10, 15 is probably the fair price, in my opinion, but I don't know what it is.
Let's have a little Lucky Lou on the Steams.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Hello.
So, Rose goes inside to
Hang on, I
perform.
think I'll be back off the intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I changed the screen, yeah.
So, Rose went inside to get things sorted out while the rest of the party waited outside. I will say, Rose's activities are at the very least going to grant everyone the benefits of a short rest.
You hit that with your bag.
If anyone needs to recharge any powers, spend any hit dice, etc.
Oh, we use one hit dice.
I will roll unhit dice.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Actually, that's exactly what I needed to get full again.
Nice. That's kind of...
If it caused a mess, I'm gonna fix it.
And then Rose, you go inside. What are you doing while this is going on?
Can I have a look around, please?
Absolutely. I think I described it before as a fairly small, rundownish looking... I mean, you've at least watched the show. The little side church they have in Sabrina?
Yeah.
Like, the really small, it's got some pews, it's got a little lectern, a little bit of a raised stage. It's fairly bare bones. It's got some books and decorations along it, but it is not lavish.
No, it's standard, kind of basic. Can I look at the lectern, see if there's a book on it that's open or anything like that?
I'm bad at the words of it, I don't know the very specific, but the little shelves that are inside underneath, there is a book. It is just literally titled The Book of Hecate.
I will pick that up and have a little bit of a quick flick through. Just scan read anything that pops up.
Was there a door to this temple?
It's got kind of a hatch that goes down and underneath the tree. So if you look at the map, there's the outside shrine where they would do prayers to the moon kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then the tree is here, and then between here and here, there's a little hatch that goes between the two roots of the tree and goes down into a little hollowed out spot underneath. And some of the roots of the tree actually do kind of form the ceiling or slide down along the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Is the hatch heavy to move?
It's just effectively a kind of heavy trapdoor. Like, it's not gonna be DC 20 strength check or anything like that. Like, it's heavy enough in that it stays closed when the wind blows, but that's about it.
You're right. I'll stay by it.
Lovey, important question. Do you properly attune to the Scythe, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just checking. It does feel a little... On one hand, while you hold it, it form fits to your grip, which makes it feel really nice and comfortable to hold, but on the other hand, it's like, the fact that it kind of does do that little, like, ripple and adjust as you grip it can be a little unnerving to some. It's like, oh... Okay, on one hand, that is a perfect grip. On the other hand, did it really have to wiggle to get there?
Yeah. No, I get
How
it.
Lovey in particular feels about that is her business, only as a player information kind of thing. It's...
She's used to spiders and bugs crawling across her, I don't think, you know... Really
I don't think she cares. I just figured it was worth, describing. But yes, while you're down there, you do flip through. You did get loose information as to what you're doing, so with the book as reference, it makes it even easier to just be like, oh, okay, they made this ritual, they already had these things, it says this is on this shelf. It's really easy to grab the couple supplies, and just, along with what you already had, and just begin the cleansing purification ritual to kind of, like, start the snowball of cleansing the forest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not by any stretch going to be instantaneous, but it'll increase Hecate's domain, which will then have cascading effects.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I kind of place the book down on the lectern, almost as if I'm going to address, you know, the maps.
Yeah.
And, you know, take off my shawl and kind of like, you know, just stand there a little bit unsure for a second of what I'm going to do, but as I start getting into the swing of the actual ritual, raising my voice to, you know, speak the incantations and whatnot, I imagine that Lovey kind of takes on this kind of almost different, because usually she's quite happy-go-lucky and a little bit, you know, aggressive, but now all of a sudden she seems very sure of herself and very confident in the space, to the point where, like, you know, she just seems like she's in control a little bit for once, as the incantations like kind of speed up over time, because I know this will take a little while to do, but yeah, eventually, yeah, it just seems like she is in the place she's supposed to be, doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Alright, outside crowd, one check-in from everybody, please. You keeping watch? Are you resting up? Did you spend all any hit dice, powers, whatever that needed recharged?
I spent one hit dice, and I'll be keeping a watch for a bit until I get super sleepy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do one hit dice and I'll shut the hatch.
Yeah, let's have a nice little rest with my hit dice.
Specifically, Cleric Dave, checking in with you. I know you were attempting things, you were on the fence on things. Speak now, forever hold your peace. What you doing?
No, just shutting the hatch.
Okay, you're just making sure it's closed?
Yeah.
Okie
Leave it to it.
I will be standing outside the entrance, like on guard duty, if that makes sense. I wouldn't interfere, just stand there.
Just for drawing's sake as well, I'm going to draw shape wood. That's kind of a wood color. Just gonna put that just like here. It's like double doors.
Okay.
And with that, we are going to Gorgor, Gabriel, you two are alerted to movement all around you. As Lovey is mid-ritual, it seems certain elements in the forest are sensitive to that and not a fan of that.
Just a real quick question as well, Ash, just like mechanically. I know obviously we've leveled up technically, but not gained like the benefits of. I'm assuming...
I didn't know if you guys would long rest before or after the situation.
Yeah, no. The question is because obviously my max HP I increased because of. I'm assuming hit dice can't heal the bit I leveled up with.
No. Technically, you guys are currently level 4. It was case.
That's all. I'm just double checking. So what it is, I'll have to subtract a couple hit points. That's all. Because I added into what the increased maximum was from the level up from going to hell.
Yeah, technically, no.
No,
it was one of those things where I knew you guys might level up. I'm like, oh shit, if people level up mid-session, I don't want a 45-minute pause for everyone's level ups.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to just be specific and check just in case.
What did I roll for level up? I need to take that off.
Yeah. See, if everyone else dies, at least me and Dave will be okay, because we're level 5, technically.
Great sword. 29 heal.
So what are we... Is it like creatures and stuff that we're alerted to?
Specifically, there's one larger creature with some... People really like their motorcycles today, sorry. There's one larger creature that you guys seem alerted to amidst the numerous smaller creatures that seem to be slowly creeping their way out of the woodwork.
Right. Well, I will make sure that people are aware of these because it could be pretty bad. And I'll prepare myself.
Paint 3D, why are you broken? That's fine. There we go. Sorry, importing token now.
That's okay.
Again, was not sure how long you guys would take just because it was very hard to plan not knowing what the party was going to do considering how many directions you guys could have gone at one point.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
So yeah. Sorry for that.
Sky God does the best he can. Pat, pat.
Yep.
Just Gorgo just pats the air.
Well, at the start of the session, I was actually unsure. I'm like, is the party just going to... Is Gabriel just be like, alright guys, we're outie, and just... just goes home? Or was everyone going to go to hell? Or...
It's that point sometimes where as a player, you just got to kind of go, it's not exactly what the character would do, but fuck it.
Well,
because otherwise, it just breaks the game. And we've seen that happen with a lot of characters on a lot of occasions.
I'd say, depending on the options, yeah, it was like, well, okay, depending on what the cleric does, yeah, we'll probably just go back and wait for them at town if they don't come back in the next hour.
Yeah, but the problem is, you realise the headache that causes for the DM. Sometimes you've just got to kind of bend it.
Yeah, no, that's why it was good that we ended up researching.
It worked out perfectly well either way, and I would have still respected it if you guys did those things. It made it a little hard to plan on my end. So, like, I knew what would happen when this happened, I just didn't know when this would happen.
Uh-huh.
Well, can we see the ugly face of the thing that we're going to kill?
Yep. From the south end of the opening.
What the fuck is that? Oh, what the fuck is that?
Yay! Whip and jacks.
A gigantic, amphibious-looking, tentacle-looking monster seems to be crashing its way through the trees in the direction very beeliney for the gigantic tree. Technically that big.
That is ugly. I'm going to instantly get kinda aggy with it, and I'm gonna rage instantly. Because that looks mean.
Don't forget, perceptions could be misleading. It could be very friendly.
I've already raged, Gabriel, because I don't like the look of it. It looks angry.
It could be friendly. It could be friendly.
I grr at Gabriel.
It is knocking over some of the smaller trees, slithering between some of the larger ones, and it seems to be beelining towards Lovey's little church.
Well, that does happen occasionally, I must admit, but it still could be friendly. I think we should go over, shake its hand, and introduce ourselves. It might be nice.
Gogo's already raged.
Go ahead then.
Okay, yep, go.
Well, there's only 3 of us here. I don't know where the rest of you are.
Well,
well, 2 of them are sharing,
There you go. There's 4 of us now. So anyone else we're missing?
Dave.
I don't know why he insists on sitting on top of you, but he does.
I don't either.
Now, this is the point, Ash, where you remove his rights to move his own token.
I've strongly considered that a few times.
I've done it.
Yeah, I would consider that as if I was you. But as Gorgor's raged, I can't let him go in by himself. I will pull my weapons out just in case.
Initiative, please.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
Ew.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I will also say that as this thing is crashing through and as it's making its way, almost as if in response to you guys readying yourselves for combat, you see it, you ready yourselves, you face it. You feel almost invigorated by the moon up above, and everyone has an extra, for this encounter only, 15 temporary hit points, and 1 extra use of inspiration.
Yay.
Nice.
Oh, so like a normal inspiration, we've just got 1.
Yeah, a normal inspiration that will expire when the moon expires. Kind of.
Oh wait, we're gonna kill the
Pretty
moon.
good.
No, it.
Oh no.
Like when night ends.
Oh.
Sorry, Lovey, you were asking a question?
No, I think you've answered my question. It's fine.
When the moon hits your eye and you get inspired, that's a murder.
Good singing, Gogo. Well done.
Yeah, just suddenly breaks like into a normal voice, just not his normal voice, just to say that line and nothing else.
That's just actually Gorgor singing.
Yeah, when Gogo sings, it's glorious, and then afterwards you go back to this, and it's kind of weird.
Everyone's just like, wait, Gorgor, you can wait.
Don't
So Paladin
overthink
Dave
it.
does seem a little slow to respond, but everybody else does seem to react well to this thing being called out in its approach.
Good thing I did close the hatch after all.
And yeah, I mean, Gorgor, you raged the moment you saw this thing, and then you had your turn.
It doesn't look pleasant, and it looks rather mean. So what the plan to do is, I am going to take one of the magic monkey spears, not the one I've already used where the crystal is a little dull, but one of the other 2 that I own that are not dull. And I am going to throw it right at its tushy. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
It's going to take 6 points of piercing damage, and I forgot what the lightning did. I think it was a D6.
D6, yeah.
So it will then take 3 points of lightning damage.
Alright.
As I'm also then going to step in front of the temple, right in its path.
As it seems shocked, its very gooey, oily looking body, the lightning seems to course through it, and while it's discharged quickly, the creature does seem a little dazed by it.
As if it hurt it more than it would have normally.
It didn't seem to enjoy it.
Nice. I have a second one for you in a minute. If I'd have had a nap, I could have thrown it now, but I'm going to wait a turn. That is me complete. Because sadly, all of the cantrips it specifies melee weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Same as the rage damage. I can't. I also double checked if I could reckless, but no, that's melee weapon. Pretty much everything barbarian is melee weapon, not.
Yep, makes sense. But
well, the thing is, because javelin rolls off strength, you would have assumed you could have any strength-based weapon attack. I would have assumed because javelin's a strength-based in there, but it is what it is.
All right, next up in initiative.
I shall take a step next to Gorgor. I shall prepare myself and cast
what the fuck
following.
Is that?
Okay.
And I'll ready my defences.
Moving down the list.
Hey. Also move behind Gogo.
Everyone surround me. We're going to turn into a transformer.
Not a Power Ranger thing.
Yeah, I understood exactly where you were going. That's where my thought was as well, but apparently Gorgor watched Transformers more than Power Rangers.
Never watched Power Rangers as a kid.
Sorry. Go Power Rangers! I don't know the rest of the songs, but there you go.
I know far more than I should admit to. Oh, wait, I'm on the internet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Stuart's the Power Ranger nerd.
Good taste.
Well, that was nice.
Good taste.
Good old Stuart.
In the meantime,
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on it.
Okay.
So it's a Wisdom save.
Is that... Yeah. 21.
It's
damn. This seems intelligent.
No, it's wise.
Wise.
No, I'm intelligent. He's an idiot.
Okay, that's failed. Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Right, yeah. Bonus action, spiritual weapon. Show me whatever.
Flip it and reverse it. Back that thing up and let you work it.
Then 5, 10, 15, and...
Yeah.
It is going to have... The nugget's going to have a work.
Alrighty.
That's... Oh my days.
Given that you were in the domain of a god different than yours, it just seems like your powers might be struggling a little bit to fine-tune themselves at the moment.
You need some milk.
The bloody cannon all over again.
Mate, no, you've been rolling like ass the entire session, dude. It's not like the cannon. You've got the Umarth curse. I thought I'd give it Carl. I thought I'd give it Carl, not fucking you.
Passed it to everyone.
Just like herpes or a curse.
That's what you get for all dicking around and exchanging characters.
Worth it.
I thought that was fun.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, Claire. I just sigh and like... Next.
Alright. Fun.
Right, well... Realising they've not got a lot they could be doing. Well...
No, you have not, Dave. You had a short rest.
I will fire my crossbow at it.
That is a hit. And you don't have anything extra on that, I believe.
Nope, I have no extras to add to that.
Alrighty.
And then I will back away from the charging monster.
You don't want to join the Gorgor pile?
The plan was for you to be the left arm, so we need you to come over here.
To be honest, given the fact that I'm so small, I'd probably be the head of the entire thing.
No, you're gonna be like the strong.
You're
gonna be the strong hand.
I say I'm either going to be the head or I'm going to be the little thing that gets fired out of the body as the weapon.
No, have you not seen the butler? You're going to be the strong hand.
No, I'm going off of the other side, Gorgor. You know, the other the reference.
Could this is how you told the dad just change it to hand? Or not?
Either way, end of my go.
Alrighty. The monstrosity slowly advances forward to Gorgor and Gabriel.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't slowly, by the way. That was just like going full steam ahead.
It staggered a little bit because somebody hit it in the chest with a lightning bolt.
Yeah. This isn't a very secret monster. I just have wanted to use one for forever.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, I know. Rose has used a few.
I've never seen it before.
But it just advances forward and it tries to eat Gorgor.
What?
Okay.
What? Well, thank you, Pig, for the lurk, but what? You guys eating me.
Bye, Gorgor.
Oh.
Does a 16 hit? It's actually supposed to be a disadvantage. I didn't know how to say keep lowest instead of keep highest.
Oh, thank fuck. I was gonna say...
I'm pretty sure if it had done that, you'd have been dead.
Okay. I was gonna say, if that was fucking advantage... you can't use it. You cannot use inspiration being attacked like this, can you?
Not against,
Yeah,
no, so 16 verse.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Alright.
Right, so
I just saw the natural 20 and I panicked.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm basically becoming a grave cleric with silvery barbs. If I see a crit, get rid of it.
Yeah, just the only difference is it's not an innate thing. It costs you.
Cost me a spell slot,
Yeah.
which I only have 1 level 1 and 2 level 3s.
14 piercing and 5 acid.
So I'll take the 5 acid and then 7 piercing because Aggie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, that is actually all it's got.
Oh, it only just one attack. Thank fuck. It seemed like a creature. Just looking at it, I would have assumed it had multi-attack, but nah, that's blessed.
Yeah.
That would be a reasonable assumption to make, wouldn't it?
Oh, if you tinkered with it.
Oh, I don't think she has so far. I'm going to shut up because anything else I say might be meta talk.
Paladin Dave.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down here, then to here, then to here.
Okay.
So wee. That's my full movement. Now,
just leaving noises.
I'm now going to attack him with advantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah.
That is a crit. That is a crit.
Okay.
Show me your worst or your best, your choice.
I am going to be putting a smite into this one because it is a nice little hit. That's the point, yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold on, let's check the smite rules again. I'm still.
It doubles the smite as well.
Yeah, it does, Liam. The way we do crits, it makes paladins ridiculous because if you get a crit, you smite because it adds the d8s as well.
2d8, isn't it?
Well, depends, but I believe it's
at a
2d8.
minimum, it's 2d8, which would make an extra 16 on top of what he rolls for his smite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he's using
the 2d8, isn't it? It isn't.
Yeah, unless you use a higher level smite as well.
Which he doesn't
I
have
haven't got that
access
yet,
to.
technically,
Okay.
not till I have a long rest. So.
Is it 2d8 or is it higher?
It should just be 2d8 if it's.
I don't think it'd be undead or fiend, would it? This creature. No.
So that's another 20.
Not that you can see.
So that's another 29 points of smite damage.
Yep.
Huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge.
Yeah.
And I can't push him because he's too big. So that's the end of my turn.
You wouldn't want to push him anyway, dude, because you're pushing him closer to what we're trying to stop him get to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of his turn, or at the end of Hal and Dave's turn, however, at the bottom of initiative.
Oh no.
It's me. Because I'm at the top, which is also the bottom.
No, that's why little fish.
No, I was just trying to say it quickly enough so that she forgets and then forgets to bring them in.
No, we just haven't noticed the little fishy monster that's walking in.
From the sky, a gigantic beam of moonlight cascading off of it blasts right through this creature.
Huh.
For an extra 14 radiant damage as a moonbeam is centered right on top of it.
Ooh.
Okay, that's cool.
And that does seem to slow the creature down a little bit. As it moves on back to Gorgor's turn.
The lightning did a lot of damage. But I could do more with sleep spell. I'm gonna do a sleep spell. I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Okay.
Well and truly.
I'm gonna use the special thingy where I can reroll one of the dice. The inspiration, because I'm not sure if 15's enough. 15 still. Fuck.
I mean, I hit with a 12, but...
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you hit.
Yeah. I'm gonna do 8 points of sleep damage. I'm gonna use one of my cantrips. And I'm going to, as a bonus action, initiate True Strike, which allows me to really, truly hit the target for an additional 4 points of damage. So
okay.
That is 12 points of please stop attacking the tree and go to sleep, please. It's
He's
past your
taking
bedtime.
a bite out of you and that's it.
It's past your bedtime, go to sleep damage.
And that was you punching the thing, right? That was like sleep was, yeah. Because you do have a variety of quivered items.
Yeah, no. For the mechanics, it is non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Yep. That was all I was double checking. Okie doke.
Yeah, no, I know I have to be specific because obviously Gorgor's layered to look not what he is. So, no, it's fair. But yeah, that was just non-magical bludgeoning.
Alrighty, anything further?
No, because I am still being a human wall an orc wall for the tree.
Alright, so you punch it around a bit, and then Gabriel, you've got this opening. You have your True Strike ready.
Is this thing asleep or not?
No, he was punching it.
That's why I was going to double check before I hit the thing. Because he was punching it, and I was like, what the hell's he on about here? Sleep and all that nonsense. But that's fine. So my
Because when he punches things, they fall asleep.
Yeah, that's what I was getting really confused about by saying go to sleep.
This is not the first time I've done this. You should keep up by now.
I'm trying not to keep up with it because it's just insane. Right, so I'm going to hit it with advantage. So let's see if I can get my crit. No, I'll take the first one.
Alrighty, yeah, you absolutely take the first one.
Cool.
Anything else? Anything on that?
I'm gonna second. Actually, no, not second. I'm gonna action surge just to try and make sure. Because I still get my awesome abilities with that. So, boop. Not a crit, but I'll try booping again. And still not a crit. I'll take the 19.
You put 2 really strong swings into this thing and you just kind of slash it around. Carving huge gashes through its very slimy, fleshy skin.
Wait,
and I'll call out to it, go, you shall not pass.
Wait, do fighters get multi-attack at a lower level, or am I fevered?
No, action surge.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I am in Gorgor Brain tonight.
Yeah, we figured.
And I'll end my go there as I look at my spells for the next one.
Cleric Dave?
Does Gorgo need some a boost of healing?
I think Gorgo has passed out.
Why?
Did you answer?
No.
What?
No, he didn't.
You got asked, do you need healing?
Oh, no. I'm okay at the moment. Thank you.
So, do you, Gabe? Are you alright?
I'm absolutely fine.
Good. Okay, bonus action first then. Spiritual weapon.
Yep.
The Nugget's gonna have another go. Clumping this thing. That's
Go,
better.
Nugget, go. That is definitely a hit. Yeah, 19 is a good roll.
Silvery bombs.
I'll do it. Am I too close combat for crossbow?
No.
You're not in 5 foot, so.
Okay, then I'm gonna get my crossbow out and give it a pot shot at it.
Okay, not till they're dead.
Not the last time.
He's free to do whatever.
No.
That is unfortunately not enough. Your crossbow bolt sails right in between two of the tentacles and into a tree behind.
Yeah. Worth a try though.
Anything else?
That's it.
Flynn, show us what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So who's that beard?
I will attempt to use vicious mockery on it. So can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yep. 24. This thing is incredibly wise, as stated by Cleric Dave.
Yep. Like I say, still got to try. I've got a better chance of distracting this thing and trying to make it not hit as well.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm giving that. So, I tried to distract. It didn't work. Yep, that's the end of my go.
Damn. As it shakes off your vicious mockery, one tentacle from each side assails at Gabriel and Gorgor.
Oh.
What has happened? Can I do Sentinel, please?
I don't know, can you?
I can, I think.
Okay. Then yes, do Sentinel.
They have to do their attacks first, as according to the law of the game.
Yep. There it is. 24 to Gorgor.
Yeah.
Just getting both attack rolls out at once before I roll damage, and a 12 to Gabriel.
What are you hitting me with, sorry?
A tentacle for 12.
Right,
to hit.
I would like to officially
12
swap.
to hit.
I would like to officially swap dice. I will take the 12.
The 12 won't hit me, sorry.
Well, you're being hit with the 24.
You just said 12?
Oh, I'm taking the 12.
He's trying to haggle.
Well, I'm going to cast shield anyway. It won't help.
Against the 12 to hit?
Yeah, because just in case if someone else comes flying at me.
Okay.
You can't because you weren't hit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I won't cast shield then.
You have to be hit.
He hit me, he just didn't do much damage.
He did no damage.
There you go. 12 doesn't hit me now.
Gorgor is taking 13... bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And Gorgor is grabbed by one of its tentacles.
But no, I will give it a little
Obviously,
poke.
I got halved as well because Aggie.
Yep.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
That.
Smite. Smite.
I got no.
How many? I don't think he's got much. I don't think he's got any.
That
I got no
sucks. Still good damage, but damn, Liam.
Yeah. That is very good damage.
You didn't. Okay, so I say you hadn't turned down the crit range on your dice, so everything was a crit. Were you?
He's just set it to crit on a 10 up. It's like, why does it say there's 13 crits, Liam?
Good question.
Yeah, what it is, he's rolling a D1 plus 20. So it crits every time, but it looks normal unless you read close.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, as Gorgor takes a blow and gets grabbed by a tentacle, Paladin Dave on the other side takes off an unrelated tentacle. Unfortunately, he hit the wrong one, but he still took off a tentacle clean.
Yay.
Well done.
In response, its tongue does shoot out and slap at Paladin Dave.
Oh. I've been pulled.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
Uh, 14 bludgeoning and 1 acid damage.
They got for 10 HP.
Yeah, do please keep that in mind.
Oh shit!
Danny's there like, hang on, I've taken nothing.
No, I've taken considerably less now. Fuck me.
Hang on, add 15 back, take that off.
Yeah. I am actually completely healthy.
Hang on a
Oh
second.
dear.
10 HP, oh, fuck my life. I don't know why, but like about an hour before the session started, my brain just went, nah, I'm done for today, fuck you. It's not just
Gorgle mode.
It's not even Gorgle brain, like actual Danny, for some reason, he's just fucked.
Paladin Dave, it is your turn after you've taken mighty crits through this thing.
Yeah. So, seeing Gorgor getting picked up, I'm just gonna take a step to the left.
Okay.
Then I'm going to hit again.
Okay, so are you attacking the spiritual weapon, or are you attacking?
I'm attacking the creature still, not the weapon.
Okay, a 19 does hit.
Yay.
That's it. He sees a nugget flying past for a moment, and then he goes, "The golden nugget." Oh, it's silver.
Wrong one, Dave.
Oh, yeah, 11 damage again.
Alright. This thing is looking really wounded. As another moonbeam pulses from the sky towards it. Cutting right through it.
Mid-roll, max roll, and dead center.
Yeah, Paladin Dave, was there anything else on your turn?
Oh, no, that's the end of my turn. Yeah.
Gorgor, take us home.
Country roads, take me home. And I'm gonna smack it. I'm gonna stab it with the magic monkey javelin. Because I'm grappled, I can't move anywhere, but that's fine because I don't intend to, as I am going to now recklessly stab it with the final active javelin, the one that, because I'm assuming the one I threw that's in it somewhere.
It looks
stones,
similarly inert.
Yeah, and hopefully by tomorrow they'll both be okay. So
hopefully
we'll use it and we'll go. Fuck. I'm gonna use my actual inspiration. Because that is pretty shit, not gonna lie.
Okay, you reroll one of them.
Yeah.
Would you like the one on the left or the one on the right?
Oh.
So that's a 9 instead.
Gorgor really did try.
Oh, that is bad.
I mean, I'd give you inspiration, but I think you'd roll terribly on that too.
What is your inspiration, just for a curiosity?
It'd be a D6. Told you it'd be a 1.
Fuck me, man.
Probably for the best if I don't waste it like that.
Right, so anyway, Gorgor, while you're eating paint, Gabriel.
No, what it is, Gorgo just borrowed some fucking fruit snacks from that town in Liam's campaign and it got lead in it.
Oh no, Gorgor's got lead poisoning.
Yep.
Well, at least you know your dice are back.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm going
that happened
to
for me.
cast Fear.
Okay.
You're going to try and make a deal with some saving throw. Okie dokie.
Oh, well, I close the wrong one. I said
Nope.
cast.
Yeah, you've cast. It doesn't do damage.
Oh no,
DC
that's one Fear. Ah, beggars.
It is not afraid.
Well, it was worth a try.
Unfortunately.
It was worth a try.
It was a good try.
Yeah.
DC 9, though. Wait, that's not right.
It is.
It is for me.
Oh, you got a negative spellcast modifier then?
I have
'Cause
intelligence.
It's 8
of
plus
8.
proficiency. Ah, okay. That's still
Yeah,
not-
I'll still
'cause
try,
it's
you
8
know.
plus proficiency, which should
Which
be
is
plus
2.
2, which makes it a 10.
Minus
oh, yeah,
1.
yeah, okay. It's alright, it just seemed oddly low, that was all.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I'm
no,
terrible.
you got a negative stat, that's fine.
I wanted to try because we had a good few rolls of bad rolls from you, Danny. So I was hoping she'd continue rolling bad.
Mate, you can't,
Trying to mind game the RNG.
mate,
Yeah,
like,
it didn't
you
work.
cannot fucking predict that bullshit that I just rolled.
Yeah, we can, Danny. It's your roll.
But to be fair, though,
It's coming up
on
Friday.
both, like, Gorgor and Ivanka, I usually roll pretty hot, so maybe it's, like, balance.
Okay. Anything further, Gabriel?
Nah, I'll still stand my ground, saying it will not cross.
Cleric Dave?
Dear.
Whack it.
Looks gonna have another swar. Thing.
Swah.
Swar.
Swah.
Waluigi time.
That is a hit.
Oh.
Bad.
There's been
Okay.
a lot of 11s to hit this thing.
A little bit, yeah.
Hmm.
He's not very strong, bless him.
What, the duck isn't?
It's
No,
doing the exact same amount of damage output as your great sword is on average. If it was just a normal hit, no crit.
I know.
Alright, anything further?
Let's say
Your
Gorgor
spiritual weapon slaps at it and distracts it.
Yeah.
Yes, currently restrained. Well,
Yes,
grappled.
Gorgor is restrained. Grapples by a tentacle.
You can try and assist with that, or you can just try and shoot him.
Is it looking rough off?
They're looking
Yeah,
really rough.
It ain't looking happy.
Almost like when she said, "Take us home, Gorgor," she was expecting Gorgor to do it. That kind of rough.
I'll try and get. Yeah, I'll try and grapple Gorgor.
Okay.
Oh.
So what's that? Strength athletics?
Yeah.
I believe.
Unwrap the orc.
Do does it? I'll use the inspiration.
Bless you.
The moonlight.
Hey!
Okay, you're successfully grabbing Gorgor.
The power of this foreign god
I
has
have gone
managed
from
to.
being grappled by tentacle to being grappled by hentacle.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just now grabbed by two things.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Step Dave?
Stop.
Step Dave.
Where are you going with this?
Nowhere.
No, I wasn't doing that. I was grappling to get the
just
tentacle off him.
Oh, you're okay. Yeah, you were trying to escape the grab. Like that was the. I just heard I'm trying to grab Gorgor, and I'm like, okay, I guess. I mean, if that's sure, go for it. I don't know why.
Trying to help him break free.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, he is free then. Yes.
Sorry.
You used your action to grapple it. Yeah. Okay, I got it. I'm caught up now.
Gogo Brain is.
I assumed you were trying to tug of war, and I'm like,
that would have been interesting.
That was what I thought was happening, and I was just letting it happen.
It seems Gogo Brain is spreading.
I wondered where the two of you were going with that now, because it's like I heard break the grapple, so I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you break Gorgor out of the grapple, and that was action, bonus action, any movement, any.
Nah. Stay where I am.
Flynn?
You're free, Gorgor.
I will attempt to shoot.
Alrighty.
I will re-roll that, because I'm a halfling.
Good job, halfling. How do you wanna defeat this froghemoth?
It's kind of, I would say probably like roaring in rage from like having its meal nicked from its tentacle. I just want to just kind of from my low angle just be able to just get a shot straight in through the mouth and just catch the wherever it seems to be keeping part of its brain and.
You go through the soft side instead of having to go through the skull.
Just so you know, guys, Liam's internet's died. He's
I've just come back.
Oh, I was just about. I was waiting for a break to tell them just as you've come back.
I was going to plug my internet, put it back in, and it worked.
Ignore me.
All right. Yeah. So the crossbow bolt sails through the open mouth as it's roaring, and rather than having to go through the thick, dense skull, it just goes through the right soft mouth and pop. And while that alone would not have dropped the creature after the strain and wounds, it's added up, and the creature just does fall down and collapse into a heap. It is fairly heavy, so anyone it's collapsing into a heap near, probably careful you don't get pinned.
I'll dodge you. Hang on, far away.
I'm strong.
But you try and catch it.
Well, no, I'm just not too bothered about it falling on me. I am strong.
Yeah, it falls down. And as it collapses, one final moonbeam from the sky blasts it for good measure.
I'm gonna go and check on Lovey.
I'll go and check up the other corner, that frog thing.
I want to make sure she's still like doing the weird talky stuff.
Yes, Gabriel and Flynn have identified there is actually a monstrosity in the other corner that had snuck up on you while you were fighting the froghemoth.
Yeah, we were fully. We noticed we noticed fishy. Oh no, it is a fishy.
It is a giant fishy.
Everyone, please enjoy Liam's work of art.
That is amazing.
Everybody watch that work of art go bye-bye now.
Oh.
But is Lovey still doing the gibberish talk? Is she okay?
You mean the powerful incantation?
Well, why don't we find out?
Well, Gorgo's going to look, that's why I'm asking.
Well, yes, I was pivoting the... Never mind.
I know.
As Gorgor opens up the hatch and kind of pokes his Gorgor in.
Oh God, don't say that.
Whoa! Whoa, man!
Wasn't quite expecting that.
Just takes a moment to take a breath in this ritual and just looks up and just, whoa!
Put it away, Jesus.
Concentration check.
Concentration check, more like psychic damage.
That's what the check's for.
Lovey, while everything else has been going up top side, while you've heard faint noises, it is relatively soundproofed in here, just by the earth, and you've heard small disturbances up above, but nothing that would have roused your suspicion or potentially stopped you, unless your character would have. But it didn't sound like any of them shouted for help or for your attention, so.
The sound? Just I would have kept going, and then when Gogo pops in, I'm like, I'm busy. Go away. Give me 2 minutes.
Just making sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Shut the door.
Go away.
No.
Continue.
Oh no, it was a case of like because she said shouted get out. It was just make sure you're okay. Shut the hatch, and then I can just hear the just from the reply like as the hatch was shut.
Yeah, sound.
She's okay. She's still doing her things.
We'll figure as much. Do you want to go and get your javelin back?
Oh yeah, I'll go and retrieve my javelin.
It's not stuck on the underside of it, is it?
Did it fall forward or backward?
It just kind of collapsed down.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Into like a heap.
I will get my javelin back, and then I don't know actually. Is there any more creatures, or is there any more bullshit?
Not that seems apparent. While there were some other creatures on the outer outskirts, it seems the combination of the intimidation of the mere presence here and the Froghemoth was kind of leading the charge.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it didn't breach your line combined with... Like, it didn't even, like, knock you guys out of the way or make any real headway. So nothing saw vulnerability to attack into.
That is good.
It tried to be the unstoppable force, and it was like, no, here's what a proper unmovable object is.
Unstoppable force met Gorgo. Anyway.
You stopped it.
So I will go and sit by the hatch and keep an ear and an eye out, and I will patiently wait for Lavi to finish talking with Hecate.
I move back, I sit down, carry on keeping an eye out.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. Which one of you guys did the magical beam?
I believe that might have been Lovey accidentally helping us.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to get Lovey to teach me that, because that was pretty cool.
I think she might need Hecate's permission, but probably.
Well, she taught me already, and she didn't have to
but
ask.
I think this might be a special Hecate thing, because we are on her land.
Well, I could just ask Hecate, maybe.
You could, but maybe you should.
I'm going to ask Hecate if... And it was literally going to like look up to the sky and just start talking with the sky. Hecate, can you teach me how to do the magical beam thing if that was you? Because that was pretty fucking cool. And I would like to very much do that, because then I can do more magic and I can save people and do the cool thing like you did. Or Lovey did, or whoever did it.
Who needs a second level spell to do suggestion?
But yeah, no, Gorgo's just gonna, for the sake of, he's literally gonna just do a one-sided conversation of what he would do if he could do this magical beam, and if Hecate could teach me all these cool things, and it's just gonna go on.
All right, anybody else?
Given that he's just doing that, I want to double check I've got something before I start. Nope, I don't have it. I was hoping I had a certain cantrip, but I don't. So.
Was you gonna make it reply?
No. I was going to basically every so often when Gorgo's speaking, if I'd got it, I was gonna cast Thaumaturgy every so often. If I saw anything start sneaking up, Gorgo's speaking would just get like 5 times louder, and it's just like, oh shit. Just use your voice as a deterrent to anything trying to come after us.
Yeah.
But I don't have the cantrip, so I can clean us up or make food taste better or warmer or colder, and I can bring some light, or I can make sure that we're not charmed or frightened. But
I'm gonna have a look at this dead creature, see what I can decipher what the hell it is.
Absolutely.
Big frog thing with tentacles.
It's a big thing.
Yeah, I mean, at a glance, Michael's description is not inaccurate unless you have any further investigative knowledge-based.
I'm saying, has it had like a growth or anything like that? Any magical and change it?
I mean, it seems a little bit like a warped creature, but it doesn't really have any particular like category to it. It's not. It'd be like asking, where dogs came from, kind of thing, except it's a monstrosity instead of a.
Yeah.
Basically, it's got no demon changes to it or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's been tampered with. It doesn't seem like it's been malformed. It seems like it's just been twisted through evolution at what kind of pace, it's hard to say, but like either it naturally evolved like this and then the corruption twisted it, or the corruption twisted it to evolve like this. Who knows?
Corruption of the forest.
But yeah, looking it over, you do see just, there's a few tentacles. It's got some very slick, oily kind of skin to it. I always want to say scales, but amphibian. It's just weird skin.
I get that.
Skin.
I mean, imagine that scaled fucking frogs. That would be something.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, just like it feels like amphibians should not be sharing in the flesh category. Like it's like no, birds have feathers, reptiles have scales, and they'd have like underneath. But
no, I understand what you mean, but the logic conflicts in my head.
Yeah.
But I get exactly what you mean at the same time.
I feel like there's a word for it that I just don't know or am missing, but I don't think there is.
No, I get what you're trying to say, but at the same time, the logic of fact conflicts it.
Yeah,
it's a weird one.
It's I'd say it's got skin and goop. That's
Stop saying it, please.
Anyway,
slimy skin. Ugh.
It's moist.
Don't. That's not.
Anyway.
Yeah, we leave Lovey to finish her ritual if she has any questions.
Pretty certain, I'm still doing the ritual thing. And... Yep. No, it's a quick question. Yep. Big beam of light, that's moonbeam, right? Beam of light.
On steroids, yes.
It was not a constant one, it was just like singular pulses. As if being fired from the moonbeam cannon or something, instead of sustained.
Oh. That's weird, because it was just funny, because Gorgor was like, Lovey needs it. I've never seen that before. Lovey's done it like 3 times.
No, that's not. No, what it was, I was asking who did that, because I assumed you didn't, because you're doing magic ritual shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically asked like everyone else who did that. That was cool. I need that to learn that.
Yeah.
Sound.
And then basically you're gonna act as like the go-between to negotiate Hecate giving Gorgor cool magic beams. You're gonna be the negotiator on Gorgor's behalf to get Hecate to give Gorgor cool magic beam.
Okay.
By the end of this campaign, Gorgor is going to be a full-blown caster with millions of spells, and and bearing in mind he's rolling on negatives to hit. It's not good, but he's gonna have them.
Hecate going, you know what? You just need to pretend that I'm technically trying to help him out, but it's just not working. Okay, thank you. Look after that for me.
But I do think we will leave it there and pick back up next time.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, which will be the 28th of April.
At this point, everyone should actually apply their level ups, whether or not they went to hell.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah. That means long rest?
Yeah.
And also, just as a warning for people watching the stream and you guys, next week there's a few of us, because I was invited along with some free tickets for friends as well to a content creator event up in Manchester. And
Manchester.
Yeah, so I know a few of us are going to be going, so obviously there won't be a stream because the event is 6 till midnight, which is pretty much exactly at the time I stream, so it is what it is, but you know, it'll be cool.
Alright. Thanks for the session, everyone. I have to head out. Sign off on your stream. Talk to you guys later.
Okie dokie, Ash.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Alright, so the next stream will be Saturday, where we do some more Dungeons and Dragons. As I math it mentally, it is episode 47 of the Tundrian Misfits. And it should be very good. Following that, on the Sunday, we're going to be doing some Back for Blood. And in a moment, we'll get Matt roped in as well, but we're going to do some tests on Little Hope. And if now the improved internet's working, we should be organising that stream as well soon. So let's get you guys to the intermission screen, because I believe for the first time in a long time, and she is, Lady Nanaki is still live, so I know she's raided us a few times, so let's raid her. And she's the one that's doing Gorgo's art. She was also the one that did Arthur's original art and all of the NPCs from the Multisaura campaign. That won't mean nothing to the people watching, but to the people who play, you guys will know that.
Very good.
Oh, nice.
She's great. She's from Blackpool. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys over. We'll go say hi, and then we'll drag Matt. We'll all join the stream then, and then we can fuck about and try and sort out. See if the internet's good enough now. But until then, guys, I will see you Saturday. Ta-da.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
There we go. We gone.